truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dude.
The Dumb Show would like to announce this year's recipient of the Stalker of the Year Award. And it goes to Jonathan Swinging from Matt's Balls Nicholson. Congratulations, you dumb fucking wanker.
Look at me now. Oh, no, just look at me. Don't look at him.
Oh, get out.
Zoom in on me.
No.
Okay, zoom out. Now look at Ho's head.
Come on, man. Can you feel the pain? Into him now, about this new world. Ain't no track. Papa's got a brand new eye.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. The movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
What is going on, Don't Unfriend Me Nation? Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Matthew and Olivia Spear are in the house. Livy, welcome.
Hi.
Is Ethan having a problem?
Yeah, apparently he doesn't know what to get, even though I called him. Told him.
All right. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Tonight is...
That's where I hang all my jackets, guys.
It is
Jacket Giveaway Friday.
Jacket Giveaway Friday, folks. $25 gets you in it to win it. One entry per person. Olivia's going to go over the rules here in a second. We're very excited. Welcome to the show. It's Red Friday night. We are also pretty stoked about that. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for letting us take you into the weekend. We know Friday nights are usually the fun night, date night, and you being with us is exceptionally cool. I'm rocking my jacket. Olivia's not rocking her jacket because she's wearing a life preserver, but will
I wore it on Monday. I'll wear it next time.
Right. I'm wearing mine tonight, so that's fine. It's Jacket Friday, folks. Good to have everybody here. Hope everyone's good. We got a lot to go over tonight. Whole bunch of stuff. Really not a lot of housekeeping except for the rules of Jacket Friday. Every 2 weeks, we go ahead and do a drawing for one of these amazing Columbia jackets, the Don't Unfriend Me jacket. Here it is close up to you. And Very, very nice. It's got embroidery on the back. It's got a little pocket. What do we have in the pocket? I don't know. Let's take a look and see. We can put our business cards there. Look at the quality of these things. I mean, they're amazing. They're nice. If you buy something from the store, you actually get one of these put in there. Here is Ethan dropping off the jacket.
Thank you.
Thanks, E-Dog. I can't understand where my pocket is. Okay, I found it now. The Don't Unfriend Me show collegiate jacket with, yes, that is stitched, embroidered with Columbia on the side. It's got, it's got dumb on the left, collegiate style letters with some stars. And then on the sleeve, like we have the American flag, which is what we always put on here. We've got the 2020 established Don't Unfriend Me show. So $25, folks. That's all it takes. If you've won before, that's fine. If you won last year, that's fine. But you can put in 25 for this year. If you've already won for this year, Olivia's going to go through all the rules. So, Liv, get the rules. We're on Rumble. We're on Rumble. What do you mean? What are you doing?
This came off. The jacket stuck in it. It pulled off, so I had to go get it. It was on the floor.
Can you go over the rules for everybody so they understand? Okay.
I sure can. Okay, I'm getting them up. Okay.
And we're gonna make sure that we keep the show going tonight. But we got to do the jacket Friday. It's every 2 weeks we do this, and this is hugely successful.
First and third Friday of the month.
We raise a ton on this. Why is the goal wrong?
Oh shoot! I got to redo the goal.
Oh,
my bad.
Sorry.
I just reset it. I'm so used to just resetting it. My bad. I'm doing it.
So it snowed 3 inches in about an hour here in Southside Virginia. We got a little bit. We got about an inch. Just flurry. Wasn't really that big of a deal, but it was nice to see. We're putting in the goal right now, so we can put this up here. Olivia's trying to hurry. Say jacket goal.
Jacket goal. I like that.
Yeah, but hurry, like jacket goal. There you go. Jacket goal. No, that's not our goal. That's our goal. No, that's not our goal either. Yeah, that's in your rules.
Okay.
Yeah. You've only done your job before. We would have been doing it in the middle of the show. I mean, you literally had nothing to do tonight. This is all you had to do, and you mucked it up. It's a life preserver, you know? That's what I'm thinking what it is. Can I get a Pepsi free? If you want a Pepsi, pal, you have to pay for it. Can I get a tab? Well, if you want a tab, you have to buy something.
All right. Okay.
Would you just get off the ship?
No.
Do you even know what movie it is? Do you even know what movie I'm doing?
No, I don't.
McFly.
Oh.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
When
he goes into the soda pop shop, and he's like, hey, just give me a Pepsi. He's like, he's a Pepsi free, and he's like, you want a Pepsi free? You got to pay for it, pal. He's like, just give me a tab. He's like, you want a tab? You got to buy something. It's so good. All right, are we ready to go?
All right, yes, we are ready to go.
Okay, so I'll do the goal. $1,000 is the goal. Listen, here's why. Because every single time we've done the Jacket Friday contest, except for 2 times, we've hit the $1,000. In fact, we get closer to 15. So we're going to do $1,000 on the board. We want to give away 2 jackets. That's the whole point, is we do $500 per jacket. Now, these jackets are a lot more expensive. Anyone who got a jacket knows we're not full of shit. They cost us $122 plus shipping. We have not shipped out last month, and the reason, I'll explain why. The end of the year, we had to get those things made, and now they're here. We're waiting on one to arrive. It's delayed, but we want to ship them all out at one time. So those should be going out early next week, and I'm sorry for the delay. These jackets from now on will be boom, 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 that fast. But because we had to do 5 of them, that's a lot. It's a lot of money and a lot of work for the vendors. Okay, Liv, tell them what the deal is, and let's get going.
All right, so $25.
$25.
$25. You only get 1 entry.
Only one.
Only one.
For the year.
For the year, yes. Okay, so you
wait. If you win. Sorry, I'm going to shut up.
Yes, let me do it. Yes. Okay. So $25 is in it to win it. You can donate as much as you want, but you only get 1 entry into the drawing. Okay. We will give away 1 jacket per every $500 raised. So if we raise $900, we're only giving away 1 jacket. If we raise $2,000, we will give away 4 jackets. So just so you know.
And that's a hard cap.
And that is a hard cap because last month, we only raised $825 and we gave away 3 jackets. We lost money on that show because of how much it costs to run the show. We can't do that. So it's a hard stop, $500 Has to be 1,000 if you want a second jacket.
And that's my fault and my giving ways. And Olivia has told me that I can no longer do charitable. Be nice. She's like, you have to be very stingy.
All right, let me finish.
But I won't. I got to tell them why. Because you're being Adolf. You're being Eva Braun over there. You're making me fall. I'm following the rules. Go ahead.
So you can only win once for the year. So anyone who's won the Januaries cannot win the rest. Now, the end of the year giveaway, everyone's entered to win. But as far as the jackets, you can only win once per year.
One time per year.
Per year. So if you won in 2025, you can still win in 2026.
Yeah, because it's a new jacket. And you can choose either jacket, right?
And
this jacket or
something else we've added to the possibility that you can win.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is going to cost us more money.
Are you sure?
Just do it.
A 5-pound bag of coffee of your choice.
That's so expensive.
You've got a choice of either jacket or coffee. You choose.
Do it. Stop banging the table.
Sorry.
You can literally talk without banging the table.
Sorry.
So 5-pound bag of coffee. 5 pounds of gourmet coffee. That'll last a lot of people at least 3 months, 4 months. That's a lot of coffee. So there we go. We're gonna do. I added the coffee. I made her do it. It's gonna cost us money, but we don't care. We're gonna do it.
Now there is one more.
Can you tell Olivia's in charge? You don't even let me talk.
Every time we would love for everyone to get the chance to win, and every single time we've covered the costs of other people's entries, but the list is growing and growing. It went from one name the first time to like almost 15 last time. We can't do that. So unfortunately,
you got to tell them why you can't do that.
It's too much money because we're giving away the jacket.
It comes out of our pocket.
It comes out of our pocket.
And we're doing this to not only be able to raise the donation and keep the show going, but it eats into profits. Like it's very expensive. So on that $850 a night, just to give you guys an understanding, I think it was a 2.5-hour show. That show cost about $175 to run and put on. And that's not even including our time to prep the show and do the show and everything else. Then you take jackets. It was like $375 with shipping and handling for those 2 jackets. It gets expensive. It's a lot of money. So you do that. And
Sorry.
It's still the Don't Unfriend Me show, right? Like, is this the one that I created 5 years ago? Okay, I just want to make sure.
Sorry.
This isn't like everything else in my life where you own everything, right? I mean, you own this too? F*** me. So it's a lot of money, so we're trying to, and we're me. Someone's like, I want it. I'm like, just put them in. It's fine. I have to stop doing that. We wound up doing, I think, even if it's fake money, I think we did $175 in that. And then there were plenty of people who also gave, but the list is getting 10 or 15 people every time, and we just can't do it. So how about we make a deal? If you are one of those people who give like $5 here, $5 there a month, save it. Save it for Jacket Friday, right? And just save it for Jacket Friday. We're okay with that, and we'll call that good, okay? And even if you're like, oh, I can only do 20, we'll work it out, okay? We'll work it out, but we just have to keep it where we're at. Okay, Liv, go ahead.
Okay, so
Eva.
here's what we're gonna do with that. If you can't afford to donate, just like and share, but let us know, and I'm gonna put everyone on a list that asks.
Oh, that's right.
And that can't have it. A lot of people donate extra. So I'm going to take the amount of extra donations we get and the list of names.
And I will not have any control of that. No. I've been completely eradicated from the process. Olivia will not let me be a part of it. So she's going to add up them all. And then when someone says, I want to, and it's okay, say that. It's okay, because we'll have some extra. And we can't guarantee it, but we'll let you know if you'll see yourselves on the roulette wheel. And if you're not, it's just because we didn't get enough extra donation.
So what's going to happen is if we have more people on that list of names than we do extra donations, they're going to be picked at random and put into the drawing. So it'll be all fair. So
that'll be fun. We can do a wheel that they won't be able to see. Okay, are we good now?
Yes, we are good. If anyone has any questions, there is one more thing.
Oh my God, Kunta Kinte, Toby.
It is Kevin's birthday today.
Kevin who?
Bernard.
I don't know who that is. Is that the guy that always hits on you?
Oh my gosh.
Is that the one who calls when you're not here? This guy, Kevin.
Yes.
Happy birthday, buddy! Congratulations on reaching. What is he now?
I have no idea. I didn't ask.
Well, that's kind of the important thing.
Well, how old are you, Kev?
Yeah, Kev. How old are you? Happy birthday, buddy! Congratulations. It's good to be here for your birthday. All right, here we go. James Cody, I guess he's doing a Mr. Holiday doing $25 in it to win it for that thingamajig. Yep, Mr. Holidays is in it. I guess Cody's doing a bathroom for somebody, for a disabled veteran who
cool.
I guess fell out of a chopper, and that's great. Good for you, man. That's some of the best feelings in the world, right? Is when you can help out disabled vets. All right, we've got 180 people on already. That's incredible. We are crushing it tonight. Looks like we're a little slow on YouTube. Terry King donated 25 in it to win it for the jacket. Okay. Liv's going to put these up, and we got to continue to do the show because we've been having really good numbers lately. We've been up in the 200s. I want that to continue. So we're just going to go through this cycle here, and then we're going to go ahead and punch through it. 75, Isaac Castillo in it to win it. Isaac wants a new jacket. Jacket goal. Yes, in it to win it. Chuck Peterson. See, Chuck's doing the cool 25 now. Chuck's not doing the 50, 75, 100. He's like, I'm streamlined into the 25. I'm getting right to the number. Taking it down to brass tacks. Chuck Peterson's in 25 in it to win it. All right. So remember, 500 is one jacket, thousands two. We get to 1,500, we do 3 jackets, and that's the way it is. Let's rock and roll. We got a busy night tonight. We have a whole bunch of stuff to do. Kids are completely out of control. We've been showing you guys a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to, people going out of schools and protesting. I've got a couple teachers that are going to talk about that tonight. Debbie Hensley is in it to win it with an additional $25. So that's going to be one for me and one for Kevin because it's his birthday. All right. So Kevin and Debbie, that's great. We got you down for that. And let's get to this video, and then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff to do tonight. So talk about kids out of control with ICE. There's some language in here, and we're going to show you some multiple kids that are getting out of control here. Olivia picked this video, so she hopefully has something to say.
Yes.
These are kids.
This is ridiculous.
At a Target or a Walmart? Walmart?
Looks like a Walmart.
Yeah, they're well. Yeah. That's so stupid. Tires are expensive, man.
Jathan.
No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate.
I see you, Freddie.
I see it.
Hey, get out of the fucking road.
So this is going over a crap ton of schools, Livy. I mean, because Hayden sent us in Texas, where my daughter was supposed to go to school in Klein ISD in high school. They also did it, and it was, how many kids do you think that was in that video?
A lot. I know Klein Kane is, I think, one of the biggest high schools in Houston. So there's a lot of kids.
Frederick says that was exhaust. Yeah, he peeled out too. He did both. My point is, tires are expensive. And I'm sure it was a diesel. It's Texas. Copyright.
So do you want me to? I'm gonna go get McDonald's. Or do you want me to meet you?
Kid wearing a Mexican flag. Great. You know what? Deport that little shit and his mom, dad, grandpa, sister, brother. Listen, I guess we got to finish this. Put him in, Liv. We don't have time to wait. Just put him in because I need you on the show.
Yeah.
I'll just say thank you quickly. Thomas Austin donated $31 in it to win it. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. Amen. Thank you, Thomas. Frank Wood, $25 in it to win it. Frankie is getting in since I won last month. This is for someone else who is less fortunate. Love you all. Hi, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. We appreciate you taking care of Frank. That was a joke, right? I mean, we got that, right? Joseph, yeah. Frank, okay, yes. Forget it. Happy birthday, Joseph.
No fear.
Frank. Kevin. Oh, look, Audrey's back. Bye, Audrey. See ya.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Deirdre, $25. Thank you, Deirdre. All right, we get the point. So this is now like the fourth or fifth night in a row that we're seeing this. And remember, they weren't going after our kids. Debbie Boggs donated $25 in it to win it for the jacket. Thank you so much, Debbie. So I thought they were going after our kids, Liv. I thought this was...
That's what I thought. That's what I was told.
Who's doing this? Who is making this happen? We have to ask ourselves the question. Donald Trump had some interesting things to say about Soros. And if this is the case, if this is what it is, and these... They're now they're out of college. They've got the college right where they want them. And now it's going after kids in high school. This is what this is all about, right? Mm-hmm. Is to delta the gap. The gap, they start early, 6 years old. We see them do gay pride parades and, embracing sexuality and seeing Tim and Tim get married and Sue get married at the grade school level, telling them that sexual transitioning is okay, telling them that transgenderism is okay, that dysphoria is okay, that men can be women and women can be men, that they can play the same sports, that equality is for all. There's no difference between men and women, that Christ is not king, that religion's evil, all these things that they do. And then they get them at the college level. So there's a very finite group of people between the ages of like 12 and 18. And then that's where Taylor Swift comes in. That's where the Hollywood machine comes in. That's where the movies and the books and the Disney Channel and Netflix come in to corrupt your children. I mean, this is an institution of evil. How can anyone assume that it's not when we're seeing this type of shit? I mean, weren't our kids supposed to be sacred? Wasn't there something about Whitney Houston? Children were our future, lead them well, and let them lead the way.
It is ridiculous. And I think it starts with parents and it goes with the schools. And our children go to school, and we expect them to be in school from the time they're picked up at the bus stop till the time they're dropped off. They're the school's responsibility. If the school lets them walk out of the school and leave campus, then it's the school's responsibility of what happens to our children. No one can go and pick my kids up from my school unless I physically call, send an email, and a physical note that another person can pick them up.
Right.
I can't. I have to physically go into the office and show my ID to get my kids out of school early. But these schools are allowing these kids to just walk out. In my opinion, this is, I think, what should happen. If a kid walks out of school for this protest, it needs to be held like an absence, an unexcused absence. And after a certain amount, parents get a truancy letter and they get in trouble with the district and the state. And I think it should be held on the parents, and the parents should be responsible to let your kids know you can't do this. And then here's the thing with truancy. If you get truancy notices and it's not taken care of, your kids don't start going to school, you can go to jail. And I know this because Hayden.
Yeah, we don't need to go into that.
Anyway,
it's too long.
So, but I think the schools need to stop being lenient and kissing these teenagers' asses and holding them responsible. And they need to be suspended or unexcused absences.
You know what Hayden
this
needs to
is
do?
absolutely
Hayden needs to
ridiculous.
do this. Hayden needs to form a club at school that every single week at like Wednesday at noon. What day was Charlie killed? It doesn't matter.
Wednesday, I think.
I thought it was Wednesday. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying it was or wasn't. I just say pick a day at the time he was killed, and every student walk out and say you're not going to you're going to protest every day until his killer is brought to justice. And every single week, you walk out of school to support Charlie Kirk. You want to know how quickly that school would shut that shit down?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how quickly they would say absolutely not? And they wouldn't allow it to happen. So why are they doing this? I mean, first of all, they're backing up a fictitious lie. ICE isn't deporting American citizens. We've already went over their numbers. We've already went over it with the millions of interactions that they have. And you can go, there are almost 1 billion interactions with police every single year. And the amount of actual crime or accusations of wrongdoing, let's just get her down.
Yep, I'm trying.
Of wrongdoing, any of those things, it's an infinitesimal amount versus the amount of good that the police do. And to sit here and just say that they're just rounding up people randomly and wantingly is a ridiculous notion. But once again, it's not the problem that Republicans created. It's the problem we're trying to stop. And we tried legislation. We tried the border wall. What happened? 2016, they blocked it in 2018. He got the funding for it out of the appropriations bill in 17. And then they saw, literally when Biden took over, 97 pieces of executive orders that Donald Trump had, keeping the wall completely safe and secure, 91, excuse me, and wrote all over the top of them. All over the top of them. And went ahead and completely changed our immigration policy, allowing anywhere from 14 to 20 million illegals into our country. So let's stop pretending that this is a problem that can be handled like weight gain and weight loss. It doesn't happen over one night. It doesn't happen over one cheat meal. It happens over years. And to fix this problem will be the same. Caller, where are you from?
North Carolina.
Okay, your name? What's up, Frank? What do you want to talk about? Got you quick, man. Hit it.
All right, real quick. These kids that are going out of school, what happens? This is just a theoretical thing on my part, but what happens if, for some strange reason, one of these kids get injured, run over by a car, there's a mass shooting, and some of them are taken out? Who's responsible?
Oh, Donald Trump, for sure. Because if it wasn't for ICE and Donald Trump being a neo-Nazi,
none of this would
have happened. It was all Trump's fault. Of course it'd be Trump's fault.
Right.
Of course.
Can the school be sued for letting them out?
So
they're not under school supervision.
Yeah, let me
They're out walking around like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, let me answer that question.
I mean,
so
go ahead.
across the United States, every single state, every single school district has a document that signs the release for general participatory reasons, the school to take ownership of your child, not ownership from this of like they're enslaved to the state or to the school board.
Responsibility.
It's saying basically that if we take them off campus or do an event, you are pre-signing that is okay. If it's school funded, that has to do with their education and learning approved by the board, blah, 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 .37.6.2025. Every one of us sign it. I've signed it. Olivia signs it. We sign it every single year, and it's in our general paperwork. There's not one effing thing that says anything about political ideology or protesting for a political cause inside that. That is a general form, and people are like, well, you've already signed it. No, that's not what we signed. And this isn't a school-sanctioned event. There's no security. There's no volunteer parents. There's no counter-protest options. There's no teachers. There's no there's nothing. And it's a fallacy. So essentially what it is, it's like allowing kids off campus for lunch. This is usually reserved for seniors, sometimes juniors, usually over the age of 16 who can drive. They can get permission based upon grades and overall productivity in school and their parents to allow them to go off campus for lunch. You're allowing 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 8-year-olds to literally wander off campus unsupervised to do a protest. And what happens if there's a counter protest? What happens? What happens? Yeah.
What happens if something happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is ridiculous.
I cannot see a school dodging a major freaking lawsuit over something like this. Now, God forbid, I don't ever want that to happen.
Right.
But I think these schools are idiots letting these kids walk off campus, regardless of what the waivers are that you might have signed, allowing them to do that, not having adult supervision, not having at least somebody there. If it were me, I would have armed parents with those kids.
Well, what they really don't want is Judy Gurley donated $26.75 in it to win it for the Jacket Friday. We are at $282, folks. We're just a little bit shy of $500 to get our first jacket of the week. Of this month. If you would please continue to hit that $25 in it to win it. It comes down to this. It's not that not that fast.
Okay, sorry.
Suzanne McGoran donated $25. Suzanne, thank you so much. She's in it to win it. It comes down to this, bro. They don't want the parents protesting. The moment that you tell the kids that they can't protest it, some uppity Karen and Ken is going to start protesting on campus until you let their kids protest. And they're cowards. They're feckless cowards. It's the same thing with COVID. It's the same thing with pink vagina hats and pro-choice. They don't care. But if you wear a Second Amendment shirt, you get sent home. If you wear an ICE shirt, you get sent home. I wish my kids wanted to start shit at school because I would dress them in ICE gear with ICE hats and give them a whistle and sunglasses. I would. And I would just say, go start shit at school because they will not allow the other side of this. But there are law enforcement parents there. We're in the middle of Virginia. We've got FBI, State Department, CIA. We've got Border Patrol. We've got ICE. We've got DHS. You've got NRO guys. You have INS here. And you've got a shit ton of state patrol here and local sheriffs. And these kids are afraid to speak out. They have Christians who are here who want to speak out. My daughter and son want to speak out. They're afraid to say anything because they feel that they're not getting the fair shakes at school on plays and things they try out for based upon their father's political ideology.
Yeah, Hayden, she has the...
We can't say too much, though.
Yeah, she has the freedom sweatshirt, and she will not wear it to school.
Yeah, but we can't say too much about this.
No,
We have to. When it comes to the kids, they've asked us not to talk about this because that's how terrified they are. They don't want us talking about this.
Yeah, in our school...
How are you...
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Frank.
No, you go ahead, Olivia.
I was just going to say, as far as, yes, it's that form that you're talking about, it's a general form. But even so, anytime there is a function where the kids are going to go off of school, like a choir function or whatever, I still have to sign another form giving them permission to take my kids off of school property and out of the school during school hours. So it's the fact that schools are not sending this home. Schools are going to be liable. And if I'm not mistaken, Debbie's right. There was a middle school girl that was let out to protest and she got hit by a car. I don't know where it is. I don't know if she lived. I just know I've heard about it. So
and that's
whose fault is that?
And honestly, like the people are like, that's tragic. No, it's not. No, I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm past the point of caring. Is it sad that a kid got hurt? Well, yeah, but good. Maybe it'll tell other people. She didn't die, did she?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, hopefully she skinned the knee and bruised her ass. If she died, that sucks. But at this point, the only way you're going to teach these morons is for them to, I hate to say it, man. I'm kind of with Don Lemon. They got to feel the pain. They got to feel the pain. That's what Don said about kids. Well, you know what? These kids I kind of agree with them on this. Not that I agree with this premise to storm a church and say that about children. I'm just kind of to the point where the only way to teach these retards is to have them feel pain and go, whoops, I just touched a hot stove. I'll never do that again. And unfortunately,
you know what?
That's the way people learn. We learned it at 3 or 4 years old. These retards didn't learn. Go ahead.
These retards will not learn that lesson. And here's the reason why. They look at these people that get injured or get killed as martyrs.
Right.
And that just substantiates their argument. It just enforces it and makes it that much. They write it off as, well, you know what? That was a sad thing that happened, but boy, our side was right. And you know, you're not going to educate these people. They are total, like you said, retards. You cannot fix stupid. Okay?
Yeah, Frankie.
It's impossible.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. We're going to cut bait because we got a whole bunch of show to do, buddy.
Thanks,
but I
Frank.
appreciate you, Frankie. Hey, did you get in
Yeah,
it?
go.
Did you get in it to win it?
No, what I did was I donated 20 because I won last month.
Oh, okay.
So I donated $25 for somebody who may not have
We
been
gave
able to
you a
win yet.
jacket? What the fuck?
Yeah, hard to believe, ain't it?
Oh, God. Olivia must have
Hey,
changed
you
the
want to
name.
know? You want to know something?
Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I've been watching these rolls of the wheel every month now. My name has always been within at least one or
I know.
two.
I know.
And God dang, you got to be kidding me,
Dude, it's not only you. There's a couple of people who have been that's happened to. Deirdre,
I know.
Deirdre's always rolling close. Who else? Bobby Richardson. But I think the closest was, God, who was it?
Morgenstein, wasn't it? Wasn't it Shelley?
Oh
Or
yeah,
Barry?
and it was like literally on her. And then I went,
Ding.
you're like, no, you son of a bitch. All right, listen, I got to let you go, buddy. We got a lot to do. I'll talk to you
Thanks,
soon.
Frank.
All right, man. Love you guys.
All right,
Take
love
care.
you too, Frankie. Bye. All right, 307.75 in it to win it. Jacket Friday, $25 on the clock. Michael Rouser donated $40. Rock on this relaxing Friday evening. Thank you, Mikey. We appreciate you, buddy. You are absolutely in it to win it. We're going to keep going and keep putting names in the hat. Let's see. We've got here's the video on Trump on Soros, and then I want to show you a mom confronted her child who was in one of these protests and what happened. Here's Donald Trump. This is really interesting. You got to listen to this, Liv.
Okay.
This is possible. The other thing I'd like to add before going to Scott, and I think it's very important, we're going to also give the tractor companies, John Deere and all of the companies that make the equipment, we're going to take off a lot of the environmental restrictions that they have on machinery. It's ridiculous. I know because I buy a lot of that machinery for different things. We have a lot of big clubs with, hundreds, thousands of acres. And I buy a lot of stuff, and you buy it, it's got so much equipment on it for the environmental, it doesn't do anything, except it makes the equipment much more expensive and much more complicated to work, and it's not as good as the old days. And we're going to take a lot of that nonsense off of the equipment, which is going to reduce, and we're going to do it, and we're going to say you're going to reduce the prices. We're not going to do it and they're not going to reduce. They're going to have to reduce their prices because farming equipment has gotten too expensive. And a lot of the reason is because they put these environmental excesses on the equipment, which don't do a damn thing except make it complicated, make it impractical. And you really have to be, in many cases, you need about 185 IQ to turn on a lawnmower now. So we're going to take that off, that crap off that they put on Biden mostly. And we're going to take that off. So
yeah, that's not the right video, obviously, but still a good video to listen to. But that has nothing to do with what I was saying. So he was talking about Alex Soros and George Soros, that they have direct links of them funding a lot of these protests, and they've traced the money back to these groups, and they're getting very, very close to producing charges against these people for funding these violent protests. So I apologize. It's the wrong clip. But hey, if you happen to care about tractors, then that's for you. And if it's not, you learn that Soros, what we already knew, is that this son of a bitch was funding this stuff. Now throw him in prison. Anonymous donated $50 in it to win it. Lincoln wants a new jacket and wants to give a chance to another listener who can't buy in this week. Thanks, Matt and Olivia. You got it. Thank you so much. So we've got one. If somebody is looking to get a jacket who hasn't won before, please let me know. Didn't Maureen Flood win? Because
Yes, she did.
We got her jacket right over there.
I think it was supposed Marine
I
Flood
got
did
4
win.
jackets. You know what? Hold on a second. Ethan. Hey. So just trust me. We got all the jackets. We got 4 jackets sitting right there. We're waiting for one more to ship. And it was supposed to be here 3 days ago, but it's not here. So we're working on it. Hey, could you get me those three jackets over there in those boxes real quick? And just bring me all 3 boxes. You got to turn on the light, son. You can't walk around in the dark. You're not going to find it, bud. So they're waiting to ship. Lois Bentley, $25 in it to win it. We are about $80 away from our first jacket giveaway. We're trying to reach 500, trying to reach 1,000 tonight. So far, we've already got a 500 note almost there for the jackets. And then I'm going to show this next video, which is the mom and the kid. I just want to show you guys what these jackets look like. Liv, you do this one.
Yep. Carrie Ripley in it to win it for the coffee. Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So jackets are here. They're all sealed, ready to go, ready to ship. There's another one. Ethan's got. They're all right here. We got 4 of them. Good luck putting those back in order. Turn off the light. Just throw them out there. We'll figure it out later, buddy. Turn off that light too. So jackets are here. We're waiting on one more jacket, and then we're gonna mail them out. So this will be the longest. This round will be very, very quick. We're gonna have them shipped like that. Hello, Adeline. How are you? Here is the video of mom and kid. I have a feeling I know what Olivia will say, what she would do. By the way, I want to welcome all the 213 on right now. A whole bunch on Twitter. Seems like we're climbing on YouTube and Facebook as well. So welcome if you haven't been here before. We're doing $25 jacket in it to win it, which is something that we do every 2 weeks. We give away one of these jackets, and they are Columbia. They are warm. I'm ready to take this off. It's very warm. And you can get the collegiate version of the Don't Unfriend Me Show jacket or the Dumb Nation version, your choice, or a bag of 5-pound coffee, which retails for $100. And it's good. So. It's good coffee. So anyway, 1 entry per person, Monday drawing. But if you do enter one time, every month you can enter. Once you can enter as many times as you want, but only win once. But at the end of the year, we're gonna have a massive drawing. Last year it was like $600 in prizes. I have a feeling it's probably going to be 3 or 4 times that. It's going to be massive this year. So if you want to get in it to win it, all you got to do is go ahead and donate $25 at thedumbshow.com/donate. Here is. Can I get a jacket with extra insulation? Dude, this thing's, I'm telling you, it's warm.
I wore it out to the store last night.
CJ Jenkins donated $25, spending money like a drunk sailor today. It's Red Friday. All right. Here's the video. Thank you, Siege. Here's the video I was going to tell you about mom and kid. I have a feeling I know what she would do.
Thinks he wants to skip school to protest. Just wait for this nonsense.
That's dangerous. So
yeah,
dangerous.
Come on. You're not skipping school for this shit. Get in the car.
No, it is my right.
It is not when you are 16. Get in the car right now.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'll call the police. They'll come take you.
I can't get in trouble for this.
You can actually, because you're skipping school.
It's in the school rules. I can't get in trouble.
Oh, what that kid doesn't know.
First of all, you know what? I bet that impetuous little turd would feel pretty horrible if his mother just got clipped on that roadway trying to get him to get in the car and died. I promise you he would run around and, you know, cry and beg for, you know, his mom to be okay. And he put her in that position. Your thoughts on this, Livy? First of all, if Ethan ever spoke to you like that, he wouldn't be able to walk again. We would never have to worry about it because I'd break his legs.
Well, one, I'm very happy that we don't have children that would do something like that because our children are been raised correctly. But yeah, no, if that was one of my kids, absolutely. You know what? There wouldn't be a discussion. I'd be over there and I'd get in the freaking car right now. There would be absolutely no discussion.
Did you see Kat and Dodie?
No, I did not. You're going to have
Dodie
to tell me.
needs an entry and so does Kat.
Okay.
We're going to put you on. We can't guarantee an entry, folks. If people give over, we'll have an entry for you. But if not, we're going to do whatever we can. We understand. I hate this. Yeah, first of all, my son would never talk to you like that. The moment that you showed up and said, get in the car, he would be running towards the car.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's going to have to deal with dad when he gets home. This is the problem with kids nowadays. There's discipline. My mother told me one time, and if I didn't do what she said, she would physically grab me by the throat and throw me up against the car and beat the living shit out of me. She did it many times. Now, do I think that that's okay? No, I don't. And that's probably why I have mommy issues. But that was her way of parenting, is that she physically beat the living shit out of you, and you just took it. Do I think that's what's needed? No, but I also think that we coddle kids way too much.
Yes.
And I think embarrassing them this would be better. You know what? Keep walking, because I'm going home and I'm grabbing your Nintendo, your PlayStation. I'm grabbing your phone. I'm grabbing your iPad and your TV, and I'm going to light them on fucking fire. And when you get home, You're going to be cleaning up the mess, son. See you later. Have fun at your march. That's what I would do. Then I would videotape it, and I'd have a bonfire in the backyard. I guarantee that little shit's going to get in then, because they're worldly possessions. They don't care about this. They just want to get out of school. They don't even know what ICE stands for. I bet you asked every single one of those kids, what does ICE stand for? And they're going to be like,
I don't know. Yeah, they don't have a clue.
I don't know.
They don't even know what they're protesting. Not a clue. They don't have a clue.
Whoa, 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 sweet child of mine. Brian, $25. Brian is in it to win it. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Folks, we're there. $500. Our first jacket is officially in. We are going for our second jacket now at $1,000. In it to win it, $25 is all it takes. You donate $25. You are in it to win it. You can win. You can enter every single month. Maureen Davidson donate $25 for the jacket entry in the defense of our country. Keep ICE melting the illegals. Hooah. Maureen's in it to win it, $25. But yeah, you can enter this thing every 2 weeks. Once you win it, we still appreciate the donation. Most people tend to continue to donate, but you get your jacket, we send it to you, and all that's good, and then you're entered into the end of the year drawing. So give it a chance. I think that's enough on that. I think there's a couple of other things we have, but some good news. Did you guys remember what was said just a little bit ago? Oh, you know what, Olivia?
Yes.
Tell them. Tell them who's going to be on the show next week.
So, not next week, but the week after, Chris Tonto Peranto will be on the show on the 18th, which we are super excited about. And then the week after that, on the 25th, will be Jack and Mandy. And they will be back, and we are going to stream their new documentary, Marxism in America. And then the following week, Mandy will be back with Paul Caraforts with his new book, the Charlie's Bubbles book.
So, and it's great. I talked to Tonto today, right after we got the news. We're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second. Got the news about Benghazi, and he's like, what news? I'm like, oh, shit. And he's like, tell me what happened, because he had no idea. He's like, I have my phone off, and I've unplugged from social media for the week. And I said, well, you know, they caught one of the masterminds behind and one of the main attackers in Benghazi. And he's like, that's awesome. You know, he does the hang loose. And then he's like, I'm like, hey, your phone's probably going to start ringing off the hook from Fox and other places to get you on and talk about it. And he's like, yeah, they can get a hold of Glenn and Oz, because I'm not doing it. He's like, I have no desire to talk to these people, but he's coming on our show. What's really cool about Tonto is Tonto had a podcast. I think it was the Battle Line podcast. Listened to it several times, and he just stopped doing his podcast, and they just decided to move on after years of doing it. And tell them what we found out.
So he will go on other podcasts and stuff, but it's always a specific time. He's Central Time, so it's always before 5 o'clock Central Time. So, of course, our show is 7 o'clock Eastern, so that's a little past. And when his publicist / friend, whoever helps him with all of the appearances, he told me, unfortunately, that can't happen. And I'm like, is there any way he can do it? He actually called me and was like, Chris will make the exception. He absolutely will be on your show, with the exception from 7 to 9.
As long as you don't hit the table is what he said.
Sorry.
So it's pretty cool. I mean, so yeah. That's really, Chris is just a good dude. He's a great guy. He went above and beyond for my son, and I can't thank him enough how great he is. He signed books personally for Chuck Peterson. Whenever Chuck's going to come out here, I don't know when that's going to happen. I keep hearing he's coming out. I'm waiting. But gave my son, 2 signed autograph books. He's just a very nice man, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk to him about Hillary Clinton. I'm going to talk to him about this, and really get into his craw about this and how he feels so many years later. Dow Jones record, folks. Let's hear it, because remember what the libtard said. Liv, go ahead and say it.
Nope. This is Joanne Townsend. Thank you, Matt and Olivia. $25 in it to win it.
Thank you, Joanne. We appreciate it. So let's go ahead and do this, and then I'll tell you what all of the retards have said.
What did Fox News listen?
Because here we go. The Dow is now above 50,000.
And it is happening now. 50,004. John, there it is. This is an all-time high. I believe it's we're on track for the 5th record close of 2026. The market is bouncing back from what was a really uncertain market all week. The S&P 500, the NASDAQ getting hit by a tech sell-off. And here we go. It is off to the races, up almost 1,100 points, 2.25% gain. John, 50,000 is a big round number.
Boy, I'll tell you, and look at where it is compared to November of 2016 when Donald Trump was elected and everybody predicted that the Dow was going to go in the toilet. In fact, it went exactly the opposite direction. And then last year, when Liberation Day hit and all the tariff news came out, we started applying tariffs to a lot of goods coming in from overseas. Everybody thought, well, the sky is falling and the Dow's going to go back down to where it was in 2016. And I boldly predicted that by this time next year, the Dow would hit 50,000, and there you go. A Major League Fox News alert. Listen.
Trump is going to crash the stock market. Dow's 50K. Now everyone's like, oh, yeah, well, the Dow's not an indicator of what the economy is like. Well, that's not quite true, considering the Dow is comprised of 30 of the largest companies in the United States, and they go ahead and use these companies' overall stock profiles and their overall worth to generate the Dow and to show that these top 30 companies, which are oil and ag and overall infrastructure, computers like Apple, there's medicinal hospitals, insurance companies. It is an amalgamation of the largest 30 companies, is that if one of those companies goes bankrupt, it basically puts the United States in a recession. So it is important, and it is very, very important when they're doing well. Now, is it the key indicator? No, but you can look at 2.7 inflation as an indicator, which is better than where Biden ended up at 3.4 in 2025. You go ahead and take a look at the overall index of the dollar, which is holding fast and gaining. You can look at the GDP growth that we had overall for the year of 2025, which was a 2.8, but we're also seeing signs of 5 in the last 1 and 2nd quarter of the first part of the year. So, the economy is doing very, very well. Prices are coming down. Fuel costs is going down. And then transportation will follow suit. And once that happens, then you'll see food costs at least not come down necessarily, but the overall cost of goods and the cost of living will, the disparity, that large disparity that's taking place right now, will decrease, which will show that it's worth more. The dollar's worth more. Your dollar lasts longer. It goes longer. And those prices will stay flat. But I want you to remember something. All this bullshit. Do you guys understand that inflation is a compound? So if you are running 7 to 8% for 3 quarters, pardon me.
Bless you. I'll put this in while you're sneezing.
You can't do that before.
Bless you.
Thank you. That's better. So, Jonathan Nicholson, donate. Why are you putting that in?
Because he did it for Elizabeth Hall.
I wouldn't even put his name on. He doesn't deserve it. He threatened your life. He threatened our family.
That's a good point.
Didn't I tell you not to put him on?
Sorry. I just figured because he did that.
I don't care who he does it for. I don't refund his money.
Okay.
He doesn't get to do that. He doesn't get to participate in my show. He's too much of a coward. He's been quiet for 3 days. No. We don't accept your money, buddy. Sorry. We don't want it. We don't want your money because you're going to cry again and lie that you didn't go ahead and donate it. What a bitch. Nope, just refund it.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take care of it. So if he would have donated and not cried like a little girl and lied about it, you know what I mean? So,
yes.
No, we're not going to take your money. So anyway, totally ruined my train of thought.
Sorry.
What was I saying?
We're talking about the Dow and the companies and...
Yeah. Well, you ruined that, Liv. Thanks. Didn't I say not to put him in?
I'm sorry. I thought you saw it up here. I apologize.
No. What did I say right before the show? I said don't put anything in from him. Yeah. So did that just... Whew?
Apparently it did. I apologize.
Yeah, because now like I'm distracted now. So what was I saying?
I don't know. I'm very sorry.
That's why I don't want you to put it in. I don't want to... The guy threatened our lives. You want to give somebody like that some time? No. I don't understand why you would even give him airtime. He threatened our lives. So I don't know why you just put that in. Anyway, I guess another video or something. Yeah, I'm completely discombobulated now. So we're going to go to a commercial. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Olivia Spear, host of The Dumb Show. For 3.5 years, we never asked for donations, but after Facebook demonetized us for speaking the truth, we've had to turn to the one thing big tech can't cancel: you.
I'm Hayden, Matt and Olivia's daughter. This show's never chased sponsors or sold out. We've built something honest, and it's thanks to you.
I'm Ethan, their son. Every share, every dollar, every message, you're the reason we can keep calling out the BS and bringing color back to the world going gray.
If you want to help, we take PayPal, Venmo, or snail mail. You can send it to P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142.
Can't donate? No problem. Just share the show with someone who needs to hear it.
Thanks for helping us stay loud, proud, and completely uncensored. You can donate at thedumbshow.com/donate.
You know what happens when you turn the dial harder? You can make a harder grimace. The harder you grimace, the more effective it is.
You tighten it so freaking I can't do it. I can't untighten
That's
it.
what she said.
That's what she's. Oof. Oof. Coming in with it. Pound it. Pound it. Pound.
Child
Good for
gets 15.
Ethan, you look like a hippie.
Totally tubular.
You know this is recording, right?
Okay, let's go. Smile. Donate. Don't start with me. Donations. Every time you don't smile, I'm going to punch you in the ribs. Donations. Take one. Scene one. Ready. Set. Ethan. Ready. Don't screw it up.
Okay.
Ethan, don't mess this up. Ready. Set. Action. No. Whoa. Director calls action, not some stupid toddler. I told you.
Okay.
But we built something
There's no but there. Why do you've been doing this since you were 2 years old? Try it again.
Just share the show with someone who needs to hear
Yeah,
it.
I need the number to it.
At every
Wherever the number is.
Hayden, he's just like even.
Yeah, I get it.
Go ahead, Hayden.
Right here. Read that off, please.
Thanks for helping us stay loud, proud, and completely uncensored.
I can't hear you.
777-176.
That's a wrap. Well done,
176.
Spear family. I bet we make no money.
But I'm gonna owe them money without.
Hayden, do your thing again.
Oh yeah, cut it.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Yeah. Where's it at? Is that right there?
Yes. No. No.
Yeah.
Down. 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 Right there.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, we don't want your money, dude. Don't donate to us. We don't want anything to do with you. You're a complete degenerate fucking douchebag. So don't even donate. There's your refund. Keep your money. Your money's, we don't want it. I don't need anything from you, dude. So you're good. Anyway, it's not a live mic. We were working anyway. We're working through the problem. Here's what it comes down to. I specifically said before the show, I don't want to hear anything about Jonathan Nicholson. I'm done with him. I've already put it to bed. I don't want his money. He has no life here. Every time we see him, he's banned. The guy is an absolute anti-Semite. He made subtle, veiled threats against my family. That's it. Everybody saw it, and that's it. So I don't want, in fact, I would appreciate if people wouldn't interact. If you want to be his friend or something, go be his friend. But don't interact with him on the show. Don't give him any time. Don't mention his name. Just leave him completely alone. Because what happens is that we lost money because of him. And he did it on purpose. And damn well knew I'm a good enough guy to make sure that I would throw another jacket in there for a listener if he won, and he's trying to do it again. So that's pretty much it. Got a wireless caller. Let's listen. What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, Matt,
Elizabeth,
I want to thank you because
I don't want to talk right now. So that's pretty much it. That's what it comes down to. Okay. So I don't want him on my show. I don't want him to be a part of this. Let him go with chicks on the right. But he is not to be engaged with because he's now a threat. The man threatened my family. That's it. So I don't want him to be a part of this. Cool?
Cool.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I already said that before the show started. You
I
obviously
totally
didn't
missed
listen.
It, and yes, I wasn't
You
listening.
didn't miss it. I
wasn't listening. And I was
That
going
happens.
100 miles an hour and doing other things. And
You weren't
I
doing
just-
anything. We were sitting there talking about it. And I said, please don't, if he's going to donate, don't even bring him up. Don't even show his name. Don't give him any credence. Because I don't want any, because this guy's going to go fucking kill somebody someday. This guy is going to go off and I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want his money. I don't want anything involved in this cocksucker's life. So that's it. I don't want him anywhere near me. Cool?
Yes.
Because the day that he goes and shoots up a school or kills somebody, I don't want anyone to say, oh yeah, well, the Don't Unfriend Me show took his money. I don't want his money. I don't want to associate with the guy. Okay?
Yes.
Cool. We all get it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm talking to everybody. This isn't just between Olivia and I. This is everybody on the show. I don't want this guy a part of our show. Ever. Just ignore his ass. And when he pops up, I'll ban him. Cool? Everybody good? All right, great. So let's move on.
Okay, moving on. I apologize.
No, we're supposed to move on earlier. You're not moving on. You're moving on from when you were supposed to move on. I'm pissed. I told you not to put his stuff in. And this, if this was Amy, Leroy, or my best friend, I would say the same thing. Like when I will get to Jeff, when I go ahead and disassociate from somebody, I don't want them in my life. I don't want to hear their name. I don't want to have them be a part of it. I'll keep playing the commercial to embarrass him. We already brought the receipts. He knows we did. Everyone heard it. Everyone saw it. And I just don't want him in our lives anymore. It's the same thing with the past moderator. I just don't want him in our lives anymore. Cool?
Cool.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Well, no, we all don't get it. Because if we did get it, we wouldn't be doing it. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of the guy. You threaten my family, you're gone. So that's it. Let's see.
All right. So Jeff, thank you. It said for a worthy participant because he won last month. So there's an extra.
Okay. Your show, you can do what you want. I also have to watch you break your wife like that. I understand you're upset. That might not be what you guys. I'll come back tomorrow. Love you guys.
Who's that?
So that's not a fair thing. That's totally not fair. That's totally not fair. I've gotten my ass broken before and I've had to take it. I'm not trying to break anybody's ass. Do you understand what a death threat is? Do you understand that the FBI is now involved in this? Do you understand that I have multiple people involved in this looking into this clown? So this is serious. And the moment that you allow to give him any attention other than what I prescribe to the guy, it puts our family in danger. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I absolutely do.
So this isn't about breaking down my wife. That is not fair. My wife is a strong, independent woman. And before this was a very nice conversation where I said, do me a favor, when he donates tonight, please don't put it up. Don't even acknowledge it. Was that not what I said?
Yes, okay. It was. And I didn't listen.
So I'm in the middle of it and I'm doing a show and you get that. I want you to put yourself in my shoes. I want you to get because now I'm in a situation where I've got to explain why this guy's donating my money, but I've also filed charges against him for a death threat. Do you understand?
Yes.
That I need him out of our lives. So I don't appreciate that. So coming back tomorrow, you can all you want, but this is a serious thing. You understand that there are people out there who kill and try to murder personalities that go live. You understand that's what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? So I'm not breaking down my wife. I was thrown in a live situation where I specifically asked something not to be done, and I'm expected to deal with it and all those emotions while we're live. So there's going to be some frustration. I'm not yelling. I'm not cursing. I'm not insulting. I'm pissed because of the situation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
And he's not breaking me down. We've been married for 27 years. I think I can handle myself. And if he was being an asshole to me, I'd let him know. But I fucked up. I take it. The ownership. He has every right to be a little upset.
Balls continues to derail the show because we continue to give him the power to do so. And I'm sick of it. So my frustration level is way here with this. And it's not because of him per se. It's that we keep feeding him. So I knew tonight one thing was certain, that we were going to have a great jacket giveaway, a great Friday night, and that Jonathan Nicholson from Ontario was not going to interfere with this show. And then it happened. And that's frustrating. So do with it as you will.
That is my fault, and I apologize.
No, I don't want you. No, because then you apologize. People are going to say you're an abused wife, and I'm abusing you. And
no, it's when
your
you're at
show.
fault.
You can do what you want. I also don't have to watch you break your wife like that. I don't understand you. You're upset and might want to be what you guys do. I'll come back tomorrow. Love you guys.
Well, here's the thing. Usually when somebody is wrong, they will apologize and own up to their mistake. I made a mistake and I was wrong. I'm saying I'm sorry and I apologize for my mistake. I really don't think that's being broken down. I honestly think I was taught when I was a little kid to apologize when I'm wrong and to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I taught my kids that too. So I messed up. I made the mistake. I apologize. So I'm sorry. I don't see the issue here.
See, he's enjoying this. He likes to see the pain because he doesn't have the intellectual capacity to argue the points. So this guy is a stalker. And he has stalked us. He has made over 100 accounts. He has been banned on Facebook. He has been banned on YouTube. He's been on banned Facebook, I think 80 some odd times. He's been banned on YouTube at least 30 times. He was banned on Wimkin. And we have done everything we can to remove him from the equation, but we keep giving him life. Okay, so I'm asking people just to have a little bit of empathy for that. And if that's me getting frustrated, I'm sorry. This is the way I am. I'm gonna say it live because this is happening live. So there's no reason to be upset. I don't want the guy a part of our show anymore. That's it. Okay. He did it to one of your loyal friends. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Maybe they're not talking about this. It could be something else. I'm not looking at the chat.
Olivia is not a Democrat.
No, who said I was Democrat?
I don't know what's going on in chat. I don't know. Chat's going crazy. So chat's weird.
Oh, I think there's a lot of chats going on. So
Elizabeth said I had nothing to do with it, but he donated in my name. I wanted to let everyone know I did not appreciate him doing after all you did. Elizabeth, we're not upset with you. There is no. I just didn't want to talk on the phone. Right? I was hoping it was him because he's too much of a coward to call. Because this has now gone to a level that it's now going to be a private conversation between him and I. So this is now changed. So I'm not mad at Elizabeth. I'm not mad at Olivia. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm mad at him because he's a cock. He's a horrible human being. He's evil. He's pure fucking evil. And I'm sorry, but you don't know what's happened behind the scenes and what I've gone through to get this guy completely out of our life. And when we accept a donation from him, that puts us in a very bad position in many different ways. So that's why I said for it to stop. And I specifically said tonight, multiple occasions, do not put him on the screen. Do not accept his money. So, and that was missed, and that's the way it is. Teacher of the year. I guess we won't do that one. Let's do, this one's interesting. So there was this monkey. We'll do that in a second. Hold on. Let me see which one, because these are all screwed up.
From suffering that Buddhism teaches us.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mello donated $77.74 for 2 extra entries. Thank you, Mel. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Okay, so here it.
I'm going to put another one in real quick. I think the slides got all mixed up. Patricia Good, thank you very much. In it to win it.
Yeah.
Got one more.
So you guys, here's the deal. Just to be honest with you, go ahead and just call this out.
Joseph Ilstrom for Jen 90210. I don't know who Jen 90210 is, so you're going to have to let me know.
So I need to take a break, walk away for a bit. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Just going to take a break. We're going to just play the intro again, kind of just clear my head a little bit. The level of frustration here is pretty high, and I just need to step away.
Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop arguing me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies. Back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dog.
All right, so we're going to try.
The Show would like to announce this year's recipient of the Stalker of the Year Award.
We're going to try to continue this, and only for the reason that people have no idea what it's like to be a father of 2 children and a wife and do this job and get the amount of death threats that we get and the shit that piles up on our plates every single day. And I try to shield my wife from it and my children. And the fact that this guy brings my wife into it and tries to make her look stupid, knowing exactly what he was going to do, and I warned against it. I'm not mad at my wife. And anyone who thinks that is absolutely ridiculous. I'm pissed at him. And if he's here right now, I'd put him through a wall. And at this point, it just might be a time to take a trip to Ontario and go have a little conversation one-on-one, because that's what he was trying to do, and that's what he did. So I what makes it worse is people's judgment, because you're not in this situation. You don't do this job. You have no idea the stress that I am under to protect my family. And when you have a person like that who is obsessive and is a stalker, by every definition, a stalker, that's it. So knowing exactly what he was going to do, know that he's been a coward in hiding for 3 days, hasn't said a word, knowing he was going to come in and do this, and he was going to take advantage of Olivia, I knew it. So I said specifically, please don't do that. So when I saw it, can you possibly imagine my reaction? So that's all I'm going to say about it right now. And I would appreciate it. The people who have been here the longest, never spell the word B-A-L-L-Z ever again. Literally stop giving this guy air. That's it. That's my request. I would appreciate it, because he takes up too much of the show, and he has the ability, because he's a coward, to push everybody's buttons. And this is what he gets off on. He has no life. He's insignificant. I've told you who he is. And I'm asking you guys to stop. But it's not just me. It's not just me. You guys have been engaging with him and you continue to post. Just stop. I'll take care of it. Let me handle him. That's all. That's what I'm asking for. But for anyone to say that I'm breaking my wife, what a horrible thing to say. Because that's not what took place. I want you to put yourself in the situation. I want you to imagine being live. I want you to imagine the level of care that I try to provide for my family from a safety perspective. And then to see this guy and specifically talk to people who are watching this fool and watching this clown and say, don't let him donate. Do not give him, because the moment you do that, he has a way to say, hey, you know what? This was all a game and they took my money and blah, blah, blah. And this was this. If you completely repudiate him and remove every influence that he has in your existence, and you can prove that you've banned him and he continues to stalk you, then we can bring charges to the next level against this guy. And we can remove this guy from society, because that's what's next. And I'm building a case against him. And I've already asked him repeatedly to stop. So now I'm going to do what I was doing in a formal letter. And now I'm going to publicly say it, because now anything that he does and says after this is officially going to move into stalking. And that is a completely different situation. So I'm going to ask that Jonathan Nicholson disassociates from this show, stops trolling this show, stop creating fake accounts, stop threatening my family, stop donating to the page, and completely cease and desist all involvement with this show. And any type of involvement will be warranted as an affront to our safety and our security. I have now officially warned him, and it's now documented. And anything else that happens after this is on him. That's it. If you have something to say, say it.
Yeah, Frank is just, or not Frank, Jonathan Balls, whatever the heck his name is.
One more thing.
Yes.
And I am not mad at Olivia. And anyone who thinks that I'm mad at Olivia doesn't know me worth anything. She is my absolute queen. But I'm also like, why would you possibly do that to me?
I
when
can tell you, I
specifically said,
happened.
for God's sake, don't do it anymore. What do you expect me to say? Oh, well, look, Liv, look what you've done. You've completely did what I told you not to do. No, I didn't yell. I didn't cuss. I didn't get mad. I didn't break shit. I am literally a man trying to cope with the stress of this job and also protect my family. And my point is why I just told you 15 minutes ago, don't do this.
Yeah. I disassociated it with the wheel with the names on it. And that's where my brain was going. But you gotta understand, as far as the threats that we get on this show, I don't know about 99.9% of them. He doesn't tell me.
You don't, yeah.
He doesn't tell me anything. The big ones like this, yes, I know because I'm a part of it. But I don't know about them. So he carries this stress all on his own and keeps it away so I don't have to worry about it. So I think that's honestly kind of heroic in my mind, because he's got so much stress for that. So because he knows I'm a worrier, and if I probably knew what half these threats were, I'd probably freak out. So he's not going to let me.
From the security that we've put into this house to the upgrades we've had to make to this house, there is just a lot of behind the scenes that y'all don't understand. So is that the way I want to communicate with my wife on a daily basis? No. But there also needs, I promise you this, she'll never make that mistake again. And it's a costly mistake. It really is. It's a stupid mistake. But it doesn't mean I blame him. He's trying to take advantage of my wife. And now he has moved away from me, and now he's coming after her. And I think it's cowardice and it's chicken shit. So, you know, I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. I'll never claim to be perfect. We love passionately and we argue passionately. And in fact, we don't argue much anymore. We used to when we were younger. Now we just, when one's wrong, we say we're sorry.
Yeah, I think being together for 27 years, I think we figured out something. And to be honest, if we never fought and it was just like, oh, schnookums, it's okay, you made a mistake, we wouldn't have lasted.
Fairy tale land.
Anyone who has been married or has been together with her for a certain amount of time or a long period of time knows you're going to get mad at each other every once in a while.
Sure.
You're going to screw up. And it's how you make up afterwards. And there wasn't even anything.
No, but it was like, it's like, I want you guys to really quick just put yourself in the situation that you're doing a presentation at work. And you ask one of your buddies who constantly does something that you don't like not to do it. Please don't distract me by holding up a picture or holding up some sort of saying that, just please don't do it. I'm giving the presentation of my life. Please don't do this. And then you're up there and you're doing your job, and then you're on stage, and then all of a sudden it does it, and you drop your shields. You drop your shields, and you're like, the one thing I know that's going to happen tonight, that's not going to happen tonight, is there's no way that this cocksucker is going to be able to donate to this show because Olivia's got my back. Okay? And then that doesn't happen. So the reaction you see is real. The reaction you see is authentic. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I will not.
No.
And after the show, I will not apologize to Olivia, because Olivia, if I did that to Liv in any situation that wasn't the show, the exact same thing would be said to me in a much more deliberate
probably
and,
gonna say that.
and very, very
Probably
ugly
a bit
tone.
more high-pitched tone than that, and maybe a little bit louder. So, I mean, I may look like the pretty princess, but I'm really not.
She gives as good as she gets, and she's got claws.
Yeah.
So now that we know this, I'm going to ask everyone to let it go, move on.
Mm-hmm.
We've moved on from this guy. Let's stop doing this.
One more thing. This is a live show. We've always put, our family is always on here, and you see the real Matt, Olivia, and the Spear family. That's just who we are. So we always share our lives. So if you see a little disagreement on air, well, we're okay. Everyone relax. Everything's good.
Yeah, I know she apologized, but I'm trying to explain the behavior why we lost a viewer who's upset because they think that I broke my wife. Olivia is not a frail, fragile little glass menagerie. She's tough. She's been with me for 27 years, and she understands when I am frustrated. Okay, so let me be me. I'll let you be you, or you guys can go ahead and create a viral of this, and I'll be the next Matt Crowder. Right? I just abuse my poor little wife. Let's get going. So we were on what were we on? We were on the Dow Jones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what slides you were on.
New York. This is a kid. You have some stuff to put in. 726, yes. Joseph Hillstrom. Everybody who donated, who I missed, thank you so much. We did refund the money from 20. We actually $25 less than this. Can you fix that?
No. Oh, yes, I can. Yes.
Paul Rivera donated $26.25 in it to win it. Thank you, Paul. We appreciate it. Could you fix that just first before we do anything else? And just so he's completely out of our money, and we'll kind of go from there.
And you might have to refresh it after I do it.
It should automatically go. We'll see. If it doesn't go, I'll fix it. Let's just do that real quick. You actually do that. I'll play the next video.
Yes.
And then you can listen to it.
It's been removed.
Okay, so let me try to do it. Did you refresh and save?
You don't need to. You just have to delete it.
But that's exactly what it was.
I think, let me put in the next one, and it should work.
Sorry, folks. We're trying to get this fixed.
Oh, sorry. Putting in another one.
No, it's fine. Take your time.
I was saying I apologize to them because it's a blank. It's quiet. All right.
Uncle Stumpy says Olivia the honey badger. Roger, donations usually come in pretty good. Brian says you gained another viewer. No worries. Well, we love you, Brian. We're real people. We're married. Fuck, this is no joke. We're not. We're married. We argue. We get disappointed in each other. Aaron Warshower donated $25. It's Red Jacket Friday intro from a newbie loving the show. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. No, and I'm going to reach out to, who was that? Was it Tammy? Who?
No, it was Tommy, and I've never seen the last name before.
I need to reach out to her.
I don't
because listen. So let me. I hope she's. Can I gotta say.
I think it's a guy because I think it was Tommy.
Will you look it up?
Yeah, let me look.
Here, just look up the word break. Watch, it's right here. I gotta say this.
You can do that. I can't.
Your show can do. Okay, it's Tammy.
Okay.
Criddle.
Credelia.
It's Tammy. So I want to talk to Tammy directly. Can I do that? Do you mind? Everyone mind if I just do that right now? Okay, because Tammy, I love you too, and I don't even know you. So I'm gonna do this because I have to do this by myself. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I got to see my dad treat my wife like a pile of shit. I got to see, I won't go into specifics, but I got to see my grandfather do it to my grandmother. I got to see I can't tell you who, but another family member do it. And my examples of how a man treats a woman in my life, and Olivia will tell you, were not the best. And from a physical standpoint and a verbal standpoint. And thank God the physical has never been a problem. And thank God the verbal hasn't been a problem, at least in the last couple of years. But I'm loud, and I verbalized in the past in a way that I'm not proud of. Now, Olivia's got her own faults. And trust me when I say this, Olivia is not even remotely close to as perfect as she comes across on the show, because that is 99% of who Olivia is. She is a princess, and she is a matriarch, and she is my queen, and I love her. But there's a but. There is that percentage where it's not peaches and cream. It's arsenic and razor blades. And she knows that about herself as much as I know it about myself. So every single day I try to be a better person. This is why I go to church. This is why I talk about it with you guys. I'm open with you. I've talked about my struggles in the past with my temper. So when you said that, you're right. You're right. My wife never, ever deserves that tone from me. And that is why I use it so very sparingly. But it's not what our love represents, but it doesn't mean that I'm not aware of it. And it doesn't mean that I was out of it as fast as I got into it. And that's why I walked away, because I was frustrated. And I'm trying to be a better human being. And I'm trying not to get frustrated that way. And a lot of men are probably like, what the fuck, dude? That's not even half as bad. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The love that we have for each other is extremely real, and it's passionate, and it's amazing, and I never want it to fade. But it doesn't mean that I can't get frustrated. It doesn't mean that I can't not talk to her with love and kindness, that I can have a little bit of disdain in my voice, and people aren't used to that. So I can promise you it was shocking. I promise you that it's different than what you've heard before, and you had every right to call it out. My initial reaction is that I felt dumb, so I wanted to immediately defend and tell you why it's not okay for you to feel that way. But it is, and it's something that people have seen in the show from occasion. They've called it out. You can't spend 20 hours a week on this show with my wife and I and not occasionally see that sometimes we cannot be nice to each other. I would only ask that you take the times that we are and use that to weigh who we are as people. Now, the second thing I'll say is that Olivia has her own mic and she has her own voice, and I don't mute her, and she can chime in anytime she wants and say, he's a liar, and I'm blinking twice, and somebody help me, and give you, get the upside down hand sign telling you that she's, but I'm also going to say this. What I'm not being considerate of, and during those times, is not how Olivia and I interact, but maybe you've went through something that was much more severe, and you might be correlating that to my tone, and it might bring up some feelings that make you really, really uncomfortable. And I will let you know, as I'm not that man. In any way, shape, or form, with no equivocation. I'm not that man. That's not me. So I can recognize, though, that might make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. This was a frustration that didn't need to be aired on the show, but welcome to the show. This is what we do. We don't stop it in the middle of it because it's uncomfortable. Okay? You got any last words on this?
I think
please
that we've explained the situation enough. I think it's time to put it to bed and never ever bring up his name ever again. He is now he shall not be named. That's his name now. We will not actually utter the name on the show anymore. So he who cannot be named is banned.
Yeah, and if I name him, let me name him. Just like it's kind of like our troll rules. Troll comes on, let me take care of him. But now I need to handle him a certain way. Is that, now he's a threat. Remember, he said show receipts. I've shown receipts on everything he's done. Everybody remembered him saying Sweet Frog. Everyone knows we go there to have frozen yogurt, that we go as a family. He knows this. And he decided to go ahead and make a comment about our trip to Sweet Frog, knowing damn well that that's a veiled threat. I don't joke around with that. But I really am trying to find an excuse to go to Ontario. So if anyone is in Ontario, let me know. Maybe we can come on and have a little trip, and we can come over and see him. Roger says, I get it, Matt. I can definitely feel you on this. My wife and unfortunately my students have seen Mr. Roger get upset. I am peaceable until I am not. And when it comes to my family, my students, my animals, all bets are off. Well, that's the thing, is when a man is territorial and he gets a situation where he feels a threat, he's going to treat everything as a threat. And that's the way my mind works. Appreciate you calling it out. Now, was that Tammy? Do you have her info?
I don't.
Because I'm going to call her after the show. Or Tammy, if you're listening, reach out to me and we'll talk.
And speaking of Roger, he just did
all right, Roger donated. So. Now let's go. Now we've got a full show to do, and we're going to be on for an extra half hour. Okay. Roger, look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president if she was not qualified to be president. So start there. What? Oh, Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden. It took me, I was like, wait a second. It took me a few times to read it. I was like, oh, got it.
All right. All right. Well, we haven't lost anybody. We've actually gained a shit ton of viewers. All right, let's get going. For real this time. This is, okay. Typical left. There was a video, and it was breaking down Georgia and the voting machines and claiming that there was some nefarious stuff going on in the 2020 election. Donald Trump shared this video. Now, this is the thing. It was a clip from the video. The original video actually was pretty long and detailed, about 5 or 6 minutes. I've seen it. I'm not going to replay it on the show because I don't agree with everything it said. And not because it's an agreement, it's just facts versus not having facts. But at the very end of the clip, the one that was screen grabbed that Donald Trump shared, this is really important, was this 1 minute and 41 some odd seconds of it. And then at the end, there was a Lion King reenactment where they took the Lion King characters and stuck Biden and Kamala and Michelle and Barack onto the heads of the animals in Lion King, saying that, that they're a jungle, that they're a what's the term? Something government. It's not banana government.
I don't know the term.
Yeah, everyone knows the term. Oh, come on. Can't remember. My mind is fried tonight. I'm toast. Come on, guys. Not a banana.
Lee said Banana Republic.
Banana Republic. That they're a banana. Thank you. Good. Who said that? Lee?
Lee.
Good job, Lee. Lee. Hmm? Which Lee? Lee?
I don't know. I don't think it's that Lee.
Show me.
Lee Wilson.
Oh, it's Lee Wilson. Okay.
Yeah.
So a banana republic, right? So that's what the correlation was. But when you look at the video, you can see that it's a scroll. So they captured the election video, but then it goes to the next video, right? If you're on Instagram, the scroll, right? You guys know this. You watch a video, and then at the end of your video, it plays another video right after.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what happened. And in it is a picture of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as monkeys. And Donald Trump is getting in a world of shit for this. I want to show you what happened, just so you guys can understand. I'm not making excuses for it. Donald Trump took it down. Donald Trump doesn't take anything down. Donald Trump took it down. He knew. It's not okay. Do you remember? You know what he said? He's actually went and defended Bill Clinton. Did you guys see this?
No.
He just was like, I don't like seeing this happen to Bill Clinton. I like Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. And he has been friends with them for a long time. So he's a pretty good dude. But do I agree that this is the best thing to do? No, I think it's stupid. I think he should be very careful what he puts on his page. But Donald Trump and being careful that ship has sailed. Here is the video, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Watch this.
from suffering that Buddhism teaches us is only possible if we...
So if you look, this is the video that's showing some of the See, it's just one of those nights. I completely forgot to put all your
pictures in.
Yeah, and
I think you have to hit the edit.
Olivia, I think I know how to do this show. I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. What do you think? You know, I want to be nice and not be mean. But I'm pretty confident I know how to do the show. I think I've done it before. I mean, I don't mean to talk to you in a negative fashion, but I'm pretty sure I've done this before.
Really?
Yeah, maybe once.
Maybe once or twice.
So if you watch this, here's the data. And I'm going to show you the full video afterwards, but you can see it literally is playing the end. The new reel starts and it moves up. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it's literally there for a fraction of a second. Fraction. So watch, here's the full thing. Now, Xerius is somebody who is on Twitter. I've put his show stuff on before, and he makes these videos. But it's not what you think. I got to mute it because I don't want to get a strike. But look, it's Hillary. You got New Scum, and you got AOC. You got Pritzker and Schiffy Stift. You got Schumer and Damani as a jackal. You got Kamala as a tortoise and Joe as a orangutan baboon. A muskrat. Donald Trump's the lion. Okay, euphemisms galore. That's just true. I mean, that's
who's that one?
They didn't change
Talib?
her. No, she's that chick that the social media star.
Oh.
And then Harry Sasson is the ostrich fanning the king. And then Whoopi is a hippo. And then the whole jungle. You know, it's a banana republic, and the king is home. That's it. Now, is it possible and probably accurate that they put Michelle Obama and Barack on the head of monkeys? Yeah, maybe. But that's what it is. Your thoughts on this? I'm sorry, I don't know. Everything's broken. It's like, of course it is. It's just everything's like the guy. You got to give him credit. Listen, I've known a lot of our trolls. He has the ability to disrupt the show. That was supposed to end tonight. But now all the scenes are fucked up. So anyway, your thoughts.
I watched that video earlier and I was like, what in the world is this? But it was everywhere. But I passed by. I did not put it in our bookmarks because I'm like, I don't understand the context of this video. Okay, someone's making fun of Democrats, but whatever.
Yeah.
But what is the Banana Republic? When I hear that, I think of the clothing store. I've actually never heard that term before.
And Banana Republic is a term of just like a mockery. It's just like a bunch of monkeys running a fake government, fake system, fake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just in China has a constitution.
Got it.
But a Banana Republic really is just, it's like watching monkeys fuck a football. It's the semblance. It's like the Dominican Republic or the Congo. It's a Banana Republic. It's a name only. It's not a true.
Got it.
I see. Venezuela. It says it's one thing and it's another. Let me give you the exact definition because it's in political side. We learned poli sci. We learned this a long time ago. So I'll give you the literal definition, but I think I've got the paraphrasing. Rigged or selective law enforcement, political opponents targeted by the state, weak institutions, cronyism, little rule of law. It's Central American countries predominantly. They call it a Banana Republic because the totalitarianism is what takes place, usually run by criminal elements like the cartel. But there is a pseudo government. London, England is considered, in my opinion, like a Banana Republic when it comes to the royals. The royals have the money, they have the influence, they have all this, but they also have a democratic republic at the same time. That's not exactly the same thing, but Central America is what you want to consider. The Congo, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru. These are places that have a fictitious front government but use lead pipe tactics and fake law to pretend there's something they're not, basically.
Got it.
Yeah. A kangaroo court. Kangaroo court's kind of like that, but kangaroo court is literally just, it's not even a real court. It's just a mockery of what a judicial process would look like. A kangaroo court is what China does when they do a trial on somebody for espionage. And then 24 hours later, they're summarily executed and the bullet is sent to the family. That's a kangaroo court. It's a mock of itself. Minnesota is a banana republic. So is California. That's fair enough. I personally didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, it is. When you put black people on monkeys, it's bad. That's not good. That's stupid, especially for the president of the United States. It is not overtly racist. It's racist, but it was out of context. So within context, you're like, oh. But then people are like, well, why wasn't Barack Obama the ostrich or the giraffe? Would that have been better? Really? You guys still wouldn't have complained that he did that? So AI does AI things, and you got to watch it. You got to be careful. I would recommend that they're very careful next time. It was taken down. Some people said it was AI and somebody hacked his account. I don't think so. I think President Trump, I know Carolyn Leavitt kind of defended the situation. It is what it is. But here is Dan Bongino on Georgia and wanted to kind of mention it. And his FBI, I love this now because now he can kind of tell us what the FBI was thinking. Here it is. I swear to God, everything's broken. Everything's broken.
They are freaked out over the SAVE Act. And they are also freaked out about the Fulton County, Georgia case that the FBI has been involved in for a long time. Again, it's not new. It's because you don't see things happening instantaneously in a slow, arduous process of justice. We are not the DOW, Department of War, which can give an order and see it executed right away. The FBI doesn't give orders. They conduct investigations. They deliver an investigative packet to a magistrate or a grand jury that issues a search warrant, an arrest warrant, or a true bill indictment.
When it's over.
Then that arrest has to be planned. And then it's planned, and then post-arrest interviews are made, and then other suspects are gathered. The process is slow and arduous, sometimes painfully so. That's why I understand people who get frustrated. I understand that. It's fair. That's absolutely fair. They are freaked out over the SAVE Act.
It's over.
And they are also freaked out about the Fulton County, Georgia case that the FBI has been involved in for a
So your thoughts on Bongino, your thoughts about where he's at, what's he talking about with the FBI, that they're not the Department of War, that they just can't go out and kill everybody who,
yeah,
and be the KGB or the Politburo.
Yeah, they have to go off of evidence and they have to follow the leads. They can't just be like, oh, okay, here, somebody told me this, I'm going to go arrest this person because somebody over here told me to. And that's not how it works. It's kind of nice that he's kind of got the inside now, so he can be a little bit more thorough on his shows when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
not say shit
nice.
that isn't true, because he did, right? I mean, he literally rode the Epstein, when I get in there, this is what I'm going to do. And, for years, he told us all this shit, and stolen election and Epstein and the pipe bomber and all this other. And all of that stuff wound up being something he made money off of, but it hasn't impacted his relationship with his audience. I mean, his numbers are outstanding. Mm-hmm.
But I think it makes him a more down-to-earth podcaster now, because now he's not going to just go out there and say shit anymore.
Right.
He's going to be like, okay, there's more to it than this. And he'll still give his opinions, I think. I just don't think he's going to be like, yes, absolutely, this is the case,
Yes, I do. 20, where are we at, Liv?
We are at 802.74. And
where are we at, Liv?
802, and I'm coming.
All right, so last donation was Roger Fries. We're 802.74. We're $198 away. Let's go ahead and move on from here. Is LOL not is? Oh. Free is lots of laughs. Not.
Oh, it's a conversation in chat.
Oh, you guys
reply.
Okay, so here is conversation about New York. Go ahead and call it up.
Yes, this is Joanne Townsend again.
Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate it. You're the best.
Yes. Yes.
New York, all businesses can't leave. They just need to pay their taxes. This is a person that they were interviewing. Then we're going to listen to Mamdani and what he has to say about how you should embrace. If you're feeling confused or feeling like you just don't understand, you should read and study the Quran to find your way. Here is the first video.
Jeez.
What do you say to this folks who say, well, if you tax millionaires, they're going to leave the city, and the top 1% pays 40% of the taxes in the city, so what happens if they leave? What's your response?
Well, that's what I would say. It's like we should take their business, and we run it like for our, like the city ourselves.
So if they take their business to Florida, you feel like you can make it, keep it here?
I mean, they can't leave the building. They can't like just bring their whole entire workforce to Florida, right? They can't bring all of like the resources that they have to like build the business here to Florida, right? That's a whole thing. And that's where we would even say, like, if we're building a real movement, right, to like stop that, we'd also like make it illegal for them to like actually like leave, right? We would fine them to hell if they're going to try to like abandon their property here, right? Because clearly people do need to work, right? People do need to like, make a living. So
can't leave. You just got to pay the taxes.
Whoa, he lives in a dream society. Yeah, this is a free capitalistic country. Somebody can take their business and move it to another state whenever they want. No questions asked. It's never been illegal to move. So maybe your mayor should stop trying to tax them 40% so they want to leave the state. Maybe let's try that first.
Yeah, maybe to the point of this is what the problem is with socialism, is because once the bills come out, this is the problem.
Yep.
And once people owe, this is when they go, well, wait a second, I didn't want to give all my money, because you can sit here and say tax the rich, but that's not what happens. They tax the middle class, and they make the middle class to the lower class. That's what happens. It's unfortunately, there's not enough money to go around at the top. Because what happens is you tax the shit out of the wealthy. They leave. They leave your country. They go other places. So then who else do you tax? The middle class.
The next richest people, which is the middle class, but they don't have the money to leave.
Right. So, but hey, don't worry. Mom Donnie's got the answer, folks.
Oh, God.
Here it is.
I think of the freedom from suffering that Buddhism teaches us is only possible if we remove the three poisons of desire, hatred, and ignorance from our daily lives. We need not accept suffering as unchangeable. We need not treat hatred as the natural state. We have the power to set ourselves free. And I consider my own faith, Islam, a religion built upon a narrative of migration. The story of the Hijrah reminds us that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a stranger too, who fled Mecca and was welcomed in Medina. Surah An-Nahl 1642 tells us, as for those who immigrated in the cause of Allah after being persecuted, we will surely bless them with a good home in this world. Or as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Islam began as something strange and will go back to being strange. So glad tidings to the strangers. If faith...
Oh, yeah.
If faith offers us the moral compass to stand alongside the stranger, government can provide the resources. Let us create a new expectation of City Hall, where power is wielded to love, to embrace, and to protect. We will stand with the stranger today. Think of the freedom from suffering that Buddhism teaches us.
All right. So do I have a problem with reciting things from Buddhism? No. But what I do have a problem is a Muslim preaching Buddhism and pretending that Buddhism, Christianity, and his Muslim religion isn't just a cover to the fact that he wants to preach you about the Prophet Muhammad. Because that's what he doesn't give a shit about Buddhism. He doesn't give a shit about Christianity. He doesn't care about the Jews.
He only cares about Islam.
He wants to preach Islam too. Your thoughts on this?
I was so pissed when I saw this video. I watched it. I was like, oh my gosh, you've got to be joking me. The other thing I noticed about it is he now has an accent. Did you notice when he was running, he was straight New York?
Oh yeah, eating rice and beans with his hand.
Yeah, no accent. Now, if you listen to that speech, he has got a slight Middle Eastern accent now. And oh God, I'm so pissed he got in. I mean, how stupid do New Yorkers have to be to put? Why did they not see through this? Why did they not see through it? But it's New York. I mean, but they're gonna. New York City is gonna crash and burn because the rich are gonna leave, and the rich are not gonna take being taxed like that and have to pay for 40% of the city's taxes and his free shit he wants to give away. Yeah, no, just that was just slightly frustrating seeing that video. Just wrong.
Well, if you didn't like that, you're gonna hate this. Oh God,
boy.
it's Mel. She's gonna yell at me. Fuck. God, just what I fucking need right now is Mel yelling at me. Hi, Mel.
I'm not going to yell at you.
Okay, you sent me a text already. She's like, suck it up and get on with the fucking show. That's what she said.
Exactly.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
I'm like, God, Mel, thanks. She's like my producer. Mel, like, if I ever go big, I'm gonna have Mel be my producer because she'll just be like, shut up, Matt. Don't do it. Just okay. All right. What do you want to talk about?
Exactly. I find it ironic that he keeps throwing Buddhism into his comments.
Yeah, the Muslims killed. Yeah, they killed them.
Yeah, exactly. Because Buddhism and Muslim are not the same. So why does he keep throwing Buddhism in to his comments? Because they're not copacetic.
Just get down here. Get on the mic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't go other way. Other way, Ethan. Other way. Do the cameras when you walk by. 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 Do the cameras when you walk by.
See, it's live show with the families.
Hit it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
i.e., how's your wound?
He's not back on.
He's not on yet.
He's not on yet.
They're sucking. God.
Anyways, I find it ironic.
Hold
that
on,
he keeps throwing.
The idiots are coming. You didn't feel. You didn't. Your sister looks fuzzy. You got to go back and do it again. Don't roll your eyes at me, you little shit. I'll reach over there and knock you across the room. You think I treat your mom with disrespect? You wait till I get a hold of you. What? Hold on. Hayden, say what you were going to say.
I said we went back and watched what happened.
Well, tell me what happened. What?
Well, because you walked out and I was in the middle of cleaning the kitchen, and I was like, "You're off early," and
like a good woman should. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, sweet pea.
And I was like, "You're off early," and then you were like, "Ugh," and you like walked back in. I was like, "Okay, someone turn on the show right now." And so we sat in the living room and we watched it for like the 20 minutes where everything was happening, and then Ethan just forwarded it to live, and then we heard Mel, and we wanted to come
on and say hi to Mel.
So of course you gotta say hi to Mel. So
hi, Hayden.
Hi, Mel. We love you.
Okay,
we love you.
Right,
I love you guys too.
Oh my God, can you guys please hold on a second? So what were your thoughts on the whole situation? Since you watched it, what were your thoughts about this guy?
I think that we should not give him any more attention. I think we should talk about it when we're off live.
See?
There you go.
That's my girl. All right. So you want to come on and say hi to Mel? What do you want to talk about with Mel? Mel,
I just wanted to say hi to Mel.
You can have
hi, Mel.
Mel, they're yours now. Go ahead, Mel.
Hello, my favorite children. Yes.
So
I'm the favorite.
Yeah.
So
and Matthew too, my favorite child.
Easy.
Olivia, you're doing a great job. So yeah,
thanks.
I understand your frustration, whatever, but yeah, and that's why I said the text to Matt, going, duck back, reload, and just yeah.
No, it's just listen. It's people don't understand the level of. My kids know. They see it. They know. Like when the door is unlocked, it becomes like a complete. Like safety brief in the house, and when we leave, I go first. I check the area. Movies, I don't rest. They know. They see it. It's a part of our lives, and it sucks.
Yeah. No, and that's a sad state of affairs for all of you, especially you, E, and Hayden. Like, you shouldn't have to live like that, and you have to understand, we do this weird world out here that your dad has brought you into. We do care. We do worry about you guys, and yeah. So
here's the thing. You know, listen. We should let's get this aired. Let's get this fucking aired out, okay? Because I'm done with this. I want it to stop. This is now the third time I've heard this, and I got to say it. I never threatened anyone in my life, and what the fact is, Sweet Frog, you got the wrong guy, bud. Whoever is giving you threats and Jello pics ain't me. I would call, but I'm still blocked. Here's the problem, is I might believe that, but you have become so notorious for trolling that someone is either replicating who you are and saying some pretty horrific shit, or it's you. So I'm willing to air it out and just get it done right now. I'll unblock your phone number. You can call in. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can say whatever the hell you want. You can own what you have to own and not own. But here's the relationship with balls that I have a problem with, is that every time I would say anything, you would always bring it up about the Jews. And I just got tired of hearing it. My kids watch this show. They have a great grandmother. They have no idea who she was, who's Jewish. They have very close friends who are Jewish. Olivia or Hayden stands with Israel to a point where people have mocked her at school for it. I have taught them about the Holocaust. I have taught them about the depravity of our German blood and what took place. And I don't appreciate it. I don't want it on my network. I don't want it on my show. That was my issue. And even the trolling, I didn't care about. The moment that my family was mentioned, the moment that a situation where we take place and what we take part in was mentioned, that is where I had a problem. Everything was kind of fun and games until that point. Then it completely changed the relationship. Now, if you're going to tell me that you didn't do that and you're going to take advantage again and lie, then you're just going to expose yourself even more. So I have a little bit of faith that you're telling the truth, because there's no doubt in my mind that there's people who hate my guts who would create the account and pretend to be you and say some pretty nasty shit. And I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, the question is, you're going to have to call in. And you know what? You're going to talk to everybody here. Not just me. No, we're going to do this.
I already banned him, so he's probably not even watching. I got him quick.
Okay. So go ahead,
also
Mel.
to have receipts, like all of his text messages back from wherever,
yep,
to prove that it wasn't him. I understand. Like, there's a lot of whack jobs in Ontario. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're dealing with these schools because they're controlling our government right now. So nothing is impossible. It depends on where in Ontario, and also, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen to this, you guys.
Yeah.
This is, everyone's like, well, don't give him the airtime. Don't handle this. Well, you know what? My job is that if I can get this guy to just fucking be a normal human being, then that's what I would like. But there are people who are like, we know he's lying, he's backpedaling, he's fearful now. And you know what? I tend to believe that, because I just go ahead, Mel. Mel, you just wrap it up for us.
Well, no, we've watched him over the last year, whatever, all of his different accounts and whatever, and his different strategies to get on the show, whatever. So that makes us all dubious about his intentions. So I will succumb, or I will succeed to your gut feeling. This is not good, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
going to move on. I'm going to move on. I've already said my piece. And if you continue to reach out, every time you do, all it is another nail in your coffin versus the legal trouble that you're in at this point. So
exactly.
So that's pretty much it. Like I said, if I could find an amicable solution to the problem, I would really like to do that, but I don't think that's possible. So my statement stands, and that's it. All right. So Mel, hold on. Mel, Ethan and Mel have a relationship, but there's a dispute because Hayden says that she's the favorite.
I am the favorite. He gets to be the favorite with Mom, so I get to be the favorite with Mel. It's just that simple.
Name 3 players on Team Canada.
I don't know.
Good girl, yeah.
That was Ethan.
I know. I love you both equally, as I do both all my grandchildren. I have 2 granddaughters and a grandson, and yes.
But like Mel,
I love them
between
all
us
the
though, like
same.
I'm the favorite. Just
And,
between us.
yeah.
So I got a question. When was the
Just
last time
be-
you
just
actually
between
called
us,
Mel on the
Aiden.
phone?
Yeah,
to
when's the
talk
last
to
time
her?
you talked to Mel? You love eating her steak and her desserts from the meat
Never.
company.
Hayden, I'll make it easy for you. Name one player on Team Canada.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Nathan McKinnon. Kale McCarr.
That's Avalanche.
They're Canadian. They're on Team Canada.
That's
McDavid. Sidney Crosby.
That's Colorado. You're thinking of the wrong
She
side.
just said McDavid. He said McDavid. He said Sidney Crosby. I bet you he can name 20 Canadians on Team Canada.
You do know we're talking about the Olympics, right, dear?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I thought there
All
was
right.
like, because you know how there's like the Canadian teams? I thought there was one called Team Canada.
Well, there is called Team Canada.
Wait a second. Oh my god.
There's the Toronto.
Yeah.
You are
Toronto
so stupid.
Oh no, I love all of you guys. And-
No, she's stupid.
Ooh.
She's stupid. She thought the Buffalo.
You know
no,
what? It's
she,
confirmed. Ethan is my favorite.
tell
Hayden.
her what happened. Tell her what she thought Detroit was. What the Detroit Red Wings name was. She called them the Buffalo. She called
them the Buffalo Wild Wings.
She mixed up 3 hockey
No.
teams: the
Yes,
Minnesota
she did.
Wild, the Buffalo Sabres,
No
and
joke.
the Red Wings.
Yep, the Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's not my fault.
That's not
That's
dyslexia.
not dyslexic. That is just.
That would be if you called
But
them
yeah.
the Wings Wild Buffalo. That would be dyslexia. But yours is retarded. All right.
and that's where a little of E and I can connect, because I'm old hockey school and I've been hockey forever from Canada. So yes.
All right.
So yes.
Well, good luck to Team Canada.
Unfortunately-
They're not going to need it. As long as their goaltending stands up, they should have a really good Olympic run. I think the USA is going to give them a fight, though. I really do. USA is.
I hope so.
I do too.
I
want.
like competition.
Yeah, me too. I want to see the gold game be USA and Canada. I think the world wants to see that. I think they're looking for that silver medal matchup. But let's not forget, man. I mean, the defense on the US side is really good, and they got the goaltending edge. But
True.
offense, oh shit, man, Canada's got some guns. All right.
Can I
Yeah,
just
we
say
do.
something?
She didn't know Nathan McKinnon was from Canada.
She's like,
He's from Nova.
Really?
He's actually
Is-
from
is-
Nova Scotia.
Nathan McKinnon's from Canada.
He
And I
is.
said,
Yeah.
yes. And she goes, and Kale McCarr? And I'm like, yes. She goes, but why are they playing for the Colorado Avalanche then?
Okay, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We're gonna do the rest of our show. Good night, kids. Bye.
Alrighty,
Gosh,
love you
Hayden.
guys.
We love you, Mel. Thanks
Hey,
for calling.
Love
Ethan,
you,
go give
Mel.
her a hockey
Here.
lesson, please. Holy
Okay.
cow.
Because I thought that like
You're leaving.
Canada.
You're- okay.
Like, I
So
knew
Hayden.
Okay, bye.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
See
Bye.
you, Mel. Oh my god. We should not bring. Shut up. We should not bring them into the show ever, folks. We're at $827.74. $175 gets us
we
in
got one more.
to jackets. Actually, we are going to be $150 short. So we are looking, if my math is correct, 6 $25 donations to do 2 jackets. We
Thank you,
have
Tommy.
to hit 1,000. We've got to do it. Sorry, I'm a little late with this. It's okay, Tommy. It's been a crazy night. So we tend to be adults again. Okay, it's just been a crazy night.
Love our children.
If you thought that it was kind of nuts with come here.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. So now that we did that,
Jeez.
I
think Mel hung up.
I think she got off. So here is Spanberger, Virginia. Good luck.
Ugh.
Everybody enjoy this. This is her redistricting Virginia. Now we hope that this gets overturned by in the Senate, but also gets overturned by SCOTUS. But this is what the redistricting map looks like. And let me tell you, this is some ugly shit. Look at the overall size of these districts. Look at that lime green district. This is going to turn a 6-seat Republican House, and it's going to be a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 for Democrats, 1 for Republicans. And if you look at Section 8, you look at Section 11, they're splitting up Ashburn into 2 areas that are predominantly, that 7 light pink right there is one of the worst districts I've ever seen in my life, and this is all for gerrymandering purposes. This is not based on political affiliation. This is based upon race, color, creed, demographics, and money. And this bitch is, and I'm saying bitch, and I don't use that word, Liv.
No.
But she is completely. We're in District 11, and based upon that separation, we'll never have a Republican in this district again. This is unconstitutional. And why Republicans aren't doing something about this, I don't understand.
They need to start playing the Democrats' game, and they need to get off the high horse and actually just do it, and realize that in order to play in politics, you got to get your hands dirty a little bit. No, it's ridiculous.
Well, you got to do the filibuster. You do the filibuster and you redistrict everything, and you force them to redistrict. Virginia is never going to be the same again. I mean, it's literally going to continue to be this way, and it needs to stop. But once again, elections have consequences, and we got 4 years of this. Yeah. So Virginia, the dumbest people on the planet. I love my Virginian people. I love my Virginia state, but I can't believe you guys are going to Colorado my Virginia. I cannot believe you're going to Colorado my Virginia. And the interesting point is we have a video
from Colorado
that we'll talk about that. So messed up tonight. I'm so behind. Here it is. Girl from Colorado and her perspective.
Under contract in Colorado, and after 31 years of living in this state, born and raised, both my husband and I were moving. And it's bittersweet because if you would have asked us probably 5 years ago, we thought we'd live here forever. And then we had kids and realized there's no way we can raise them here. We can't raise them to see what's happening in Colorado and think this is right. We can't raise them in a state that is so unaffordable that I have friends living in their cars. Everyone I know that's my age, except for a couple people, they don't own homes. Granted, I'm 31. The age to own a home is going up. I just see so much hopelessness here, despair, and the government here is doing nothing but making it more unaffordable to live here. So we're out. The state we once loved, we can't find much we love about it anymore.
That's sad because I once loved Colorado too.
We're in the same position. Did they draw them so that current elected officials would not be able to run again unless they moved? Yes, but also the fact that the representation, like a census, you lose seats. So once the seat is lost, they go ahead and they redraw the districting lines, and then that person subsequently their term is over at the end of their term, and it's replaced with a Democrat based upon the votes. Because sure, they're going to say, oh, well, Republicans can run in that area, they can run in that district, it's fine. Well, yeah, they can, but it's all 70-30 districts. I mean, they just basically made everything in Virginia a D6. So the chances of doing it are slim to none and winning. So that's the problem. It's just not a fair and balanced representation of Virginia. And Virginia is like 46% Republican. There's no representation to literally have one House seat. I mean, it's a miscarriage of justice, and it should be illegal. And I really hope the Constitution gets involved. Yeah, it is a double whammy. Not only do they have to move, but then the redistricting that you do doesn't guarantee you a seat because you just literally made it a 70-30 district. You know what I mean? A +6. It'll be a 10-to-1 state. That's correct. Yeah. Dingo says he's enjoying 110. It's summer over there, Australia. A lot of people forget about that. Folks, we are 8:52:74 to let you know it's been a crazy night. It's been a stupid night. What a lame night. $25 donation, enter to win. Certainly not y'all. It's just, stressful. Dumb Jacket, the Don't Unfriend Me show, or you can get yourself the Dumb Nation jacket. $25 entry to win. We will spin the wheel of fortuitousness on Monday. 1 entry per person. You can enter as many times as you want for a year. 1 time per drawing, though, is what you can do. And then all those drawings will add up at the end of the year. Olivia is tracking them. And then you get into a giant drawing at the end of the year to win the grand prize. And we gave away 5 grand prizes, smaller prizes, and it was an amazing experience. And we're going to do the same thing again. So if you haven't had a chance, please do stop on by and see us at thedumbshow.com. Also got some great coffee over there too. We're also adding that you can get a 5-pound bag of coffee with your prize too, which is a $100 value. And it is amazing stuff. If you haven't been over there, go to thedumbshow.com/donate. We appreciate it. Thank you. This one isn't going to take a lot of comment. So I want Olivia to see this next one. So I think I'm going to play the Glenn Beck. This is Glenn Beck. Now, the Blaze gets shit wrong all the time. I can't tell you how many times the Blaze has been wrong. And just recently, you remember about the pipe bomber, how they swore it was this woman, like literally exposed this woman, doxed her, said that it was her gate. They ran it through software, and they made this big rigmarole that it was this woman, and it wasn't. That's dangerous. Well, now they're saying, oh, well, Epstein, they didn't find his noose, and they don't remember taking it down. And he's creating these conspiracy theories, which it is conspiracy theory. Now, do I think Epstein killed himself? Yeah, he's a fucking coward. The guy was a degenerate. He was a POS, and he knew that he was going to be spending a lot of time in jail. Could somebody have gone in and killed him? I guess. But we don't know. And the official narrative is that he committed suicide. And I'm more than likely able to believe that because I didn't see Hillary Clinton on the video. But here's Glenn Beck's take. I want to get your opinions on it.
Investigators, he discovered Epstein in his cells shortly after 6:30 a.m. on August 10th, and that he ripped Epstein down from the hanging position. Investigators asked, what happened to the noose? What happened to the noose? Have you heard any of this before? What happened to the noose? Quote, I don't recall taking the noose off. I really don't. I don't recall taking the thing from around his neck. Noelle, who remained standing at the cell entrance, told investigators she saw Thomas lower Epstein to the floor, but did not see a noose around his neck. The noose Epstein allegedly used has never been identified. According to the Inspector General's report, a noose collected at the scene was later determined not to be the noose used in Epstein's death. Okay, all right. First, you had us believe that it was a paper noose. Now you're saying the paper noose that was found was not the noose that killed him. In fact, you can't find the noose, the paper noose. And this one was later added to the scene. By whom? By whom? By whom, by whom, by whom? Thomas also described Epstein as shirtless when they found him. Evidence records indicate a shirt believed to have been cut from Epstein's body was later returned from the hospital in a bag of personal stuff. New documents also show that New York City's Office of the Chief Medical Examiner reviewed the jail surveillance footage 6 days after the death as part of his investigation, but concluded the video was too blurry to identify any individuals. Hours later, the office publicly ruled Epstein's death a suicide. Wait, you don't have the murder-suicide weapon. The weapon that you do have, the noose, is not the noose that killed him. No explanation on how that arrived later at the scene. You have a blurry figure. I don't care that you can't identify. You have a blurry figure going up in the middle of the night, and you can't identify that individual, but it's a blurry figure going up, and yet you rule this a suicide. That is fascinating to me.
Okay, there's a lot there. The IG did not say that about the news. That's not true. He's mixing things. He's leaving things out. This is what happened from the IG report. He was found hanging. The ligature was a strip of bed sheet, not a rope. The IG report did not dispute the presence of a ligature. The IG criticized massive failures by jail staff and supervision. Cause of death remained officially ruled suicide by hanging. The DOJ Inspector General found no evidence of homicide. Catastrophic guard failures, broken cameras, and negligence explain the opportunity, not proof of murder. The official ruling still is suicide. There was no, officials later admitted no noose existed. This is false. There was no rope noose, but a bedsheet ligature tied to the bunk. The IG never denied a ligature existed. The hyoid fractures only occur in strangulation. Medical literature shows hyoid fractures can occur in suicides, especially in older individuals. Conflicting expert opinions don't override the official medical examiner's conclusion.
How tall were these bunks if he was able to?
Double bunks.
That still wouldn't be tall enough.
Leaned,
I mean, he was a tall guy,
so he
right?
leaned on his knees and leaned forward and strangulating himself. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to black out. You know this. Everybody knows this. If you've ever been in a chokehold, you've ever, bent over and got a head rush.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes about 7-8 seconds of the pressure on the carotids to put somebody under. It doesn't take a lot. And once he blacks out, then his own weight will kill him because he won't be able to breathe.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch on it. I don't know enough about it to get into it. I can just tell you what the AG said and didn't say. It says, but his neck bones didn't look like a hanging, but that's not what the coroner said. And there were conflicting reports. But in older individuals, understand this, is that especially older people, their bones are frail. And that's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you, Glenn doesn't have any proof of what he's saying, but he is bringing up things that are all questionable to make it seem like some sort of nefarious thing happened. Now, yes, either somebody came in and made sure the cameras weren't working and walked in and they killed him and they blackmailed the guards and they blackmailed the front door people and they blackmailed anybody who was attending or orderlies. They blackmailed the FBI in the investigation. They somehow cleaned the crime scene. There were no defensive wounds on him. He didn't have any skin under his fingernails. There was no sign of a struggle. All that happened, and all this major conspiracy has been investigated and nobody knows. Or he committed suicide. I choose Occam's razor on this one and say it's suicide. We will never know. But Glenn Beck is pretending that he does know. Put it in, Libby. We got to hit it.
Pretends.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Melanie Marino, boom. Thank you so much.
In it to win it. Folks, we're $125 away from another jacket. Let's get it. I want to give away 2 jackets this week. Please. That would be nice. Teacher of the Year. I wanted to show Olivia this. I love this. Listen to this.
It's like a Monday.
Hey,
there it goes.
Public school teacher here. To all the teachers across America who are planning to walk out of their taxpayer-funded jobs in order to protest, I have one word for you. Resign. Resign. Just resign. Yeah. You are ruining the profession of teaching. Resign. Bye.
I like her jacket too.
Yeah, I it's fucking hilarious because I knew when you saw that's absolutely the first thing you were going to say.
Really?
Yeah, 220 people on. Great to have so many people on. Folks, we're doing it the In It to Win It jacket tonight, $132. Only 60 people on Facebook. Yeah, right, I believe that. $25 gets you in to win a jacket, the Dumb Nation jacket or the collegiate jacket. We're $125 away. We're looking at 4 donations to make that. Been a weird night, not a night that we're very happy with, but it is what it is. Here is Bill Maher on liberals. Want to play this?
Going to get back to the old America. That's got to be the Democrats' part of the bargain. Stop coming up with radically new and often terrible ideas, and then in the next breath insist there be no debate about any of it. That if you don't see it right away and go along, you're bad, stupid, and deplorable. As if you were saying, duh, 2 + 2 = 5. Isn't that obvious? Yeah, it's obvious you can't add. You can't just say shit. Math is racist. Queers for Palestine. Looting is cool. Healthy at any weight. If the men's football team played the women's team, it would be a tie. You can't just say shit. If we are ever going to get back to the old America.
I mean, are we ever going to get out of this reality distortion field where everything is just made up and you know, what was that game? Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Where the facts aren't real and everything's made up or something. I mean, that's what it feels like. It literally feels like whose line is it anyway?
I don't know. I would love to think so. I would love to think that the generation that is growing up right now would realize just how stupid they're acting and maybe grow up. But I don't know.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the answer is going to be no.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Trying to play it. Well, they didn't do it. They're supposed to be like, whose line is it anyway? Where I don't know, the comedies. What do they say? Do you remember?
I don't remember the intro. I do remember the show, though.
Why do I keep you around?
I don't know, because I'm cute.
You should have had this. Whose line is it anyway? Opening dialogue intro. I'm really interested now. Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Yep, that's it. That's very much where we're at. I would like a head-to-head with Marr and Carville. Carville's, he's long since past due. Folks, we are at $876.99. We cannot do another jacket unless we hit it. It's just too damn expensive. The jackets are too damn pricey. We have literally 8 minutes. So we gotta hit it. So I'm gonna put up the 8-minute clock, and then we gotta go. We've had a very long week, as you can tell. We're ballsed out. We're just done.
I'm not gonna say anything.
No. Yeah, not those type of balls.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm gonna show you guys a quick video, and you keep her for the pot pie. I keep her because I love her and I adore her, and I want to keep her safe, and I don't like people fucking with my family. I don't like people messing with my family. Here is Jim Brewer talking about Democrats as the devils. It's interesting.
Opinion, it's about time that some humanity understands pure demonic evil truly exists, and it's in your society, and it's your politicians, left, right, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, all of them, they're not your heroes. They're not your heroes. You're rock stars. You're not your heroes. You're athletes, the owners. You haven't seen, this is, you're just getting the tip of an iceberg. And I'm not sure if some of you are ready for what's about to come. And this is what gets exhausting sometimes. When you know this and you tell it to people, and because they don't want to, they ask and they don't want to hear that information after they ask it because it's too much for them, they'll lash out at you and they'll call you a name, or they'll call you a whack job, or they'll call you a conspiracy, or a stoner, or you're just whatever they want to call you. You know what it's like seeing tweets? You know, years ago, I'd see certain comedians put out tweets talking about pedophilia and talking about, Christy Teigen, she put right out there tweets. She took them all down. Tweets that she basically telling you what she's into. This has been going on in your face for so long. In my honest opinion.
What? I love Jim Brewer, and I understand that he is he's trying to convey a message. I've been hearing this for a long time, from Pizzagate and Epstein back in 2004, 2006, and Harvey Weinstein, and you heard about Corey Feldman who said it. But it's time to shit or get off the pot. We either need to start arresting people and throwing them in prison, or can we move on? Because either we need to prove that this cabal pedo ring is real, or we need to focus on the things that are truly provable and important. And I care very, very much about trying to limit and stop altogether sex trafficking. Pedophilia is wrong. I'm a victim of it twice in my life, and I am an absolute fervent supporter for putting these people out of the prison. But can we let's get there. Let's stop talking about it, or let's just fucking do something. I'm sick of Epstein. I'm tired of it. 3,037,000 files have been released, and these people haven't read a word. They don't care. There's nothing about Trump that convicts him. He has now been exonerated by CNN. He's been exonerated by multiple investigations totaling over $75 million, from the Russian collusion bullshit to his 2 impeachments, to them trying to throw him in jail for misdemeanors on 34 felony counts of the same misdemeanor. And I said that correctly. 34 felony counts on the same misdemeanor, because that's what it was. And they changed the laws, and the statute of limitations were gone. And one state's attorney, 2 prosecuting attorneys, assistant district and district attorney, and the U.S. government decided not to press charges and move forward with this because it was completely fictitious and bogus. The E. Jean Carroll shit, the accusations from that were so egregiously false that she went to civil court and didn't even claim that he raped her in a criminal standing, because she'd be in jail for it. But she knew she could do it civilly. I'm just done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Either do something, because here's the thing. We can sit here and talk about Pizzagate. We can talk about this. Okay, great. What I want to talk about is the 140,000 kids that they have relocated from the border. That is an amazing thing. I want to talk about how trafficking and people are being found. 2,700 kids just this year alone over the last quarter. These are good things, and those are real wins. But because a bunch of idiots in Hollywood said some stupid shit, that immediately every single person is diddling children in Hollywood just because that's the rumor. You're going to have to prove that. And you're going to have to prove that with absolutely no doubt. Oprah Winfrey has been accused. Tom Hanks has been accused. Half the Lord of the Rings cast has been accused. Everybody's been accused. Everyone who's in Hollywood, they're pedos. Well, I definitely think there is a very seedy underbelly inside that goes all the way back. Go watch the movie LA Confidential, and you will see what they did with kids. And underage sex with children absolutely happen in Hollywood. And you can just listen to the child stars who talk about it. Then let's do something about it. We've supposedly have the evidence. We know it's happening. Now it's time to take care of these people. And the way to take care of them is to indict them, put them in prison, and let the prison population take care of them. But I'll just be honest with you. I'm getting awfully tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it going back and forth. Bill Clinton's a pedo. Trump's a pedo. No, it's Bill. No, it's Joe Biden. It's not everybody's fucking kids. Okay. I understand that sexual assault of children is a ridiculous number. 2 out of 3 children are either physically or sexually assaulted or know someone who has been. That is a terrifying stat. And we have got to do something about it. But sitting here and trying to play internet sleuths is not doing it. It's doing nobody any good. So I just want it to go to that next level, and let's get there, and let's start breaking these rings apart, and let's start arresting these people, and let's start freeing children. or shut up about it. Not shut up about it as don't talk about it, but if you're not going to do anything, what's the point? If we're just going to, it's just like the deficit spending in Hollywood or in Washington, D.C. It's just like the $37 trillion. If you're not going to stop spending, then why the fuck are we talking about it all the time? If nothing's ever going to get done, if no one's going to get jailed, why are we talking about Hunter Biden? Why are we talking about Joe Biden? Why are we talking about offshore accounts and shell companies? Why are we talking about Burisma? Why are we talking about any of this? If nobody's ever going to be held accountable, then who gives a shit? Folks, it looks like we are going to miss the next jacket, and that's just unfortunate, and that sucks. There's not much we can do about it. We have to hit the 500, and we are going to do one jacket for sure, and we appreciate everybody pitching in. It means a great deal. I'm going to do one more video, and then we are going to get on out of here. We're going to go back to Biden. Here it is. Here is Biden, 3 minutes of some of the most racist shit he's ever said, because we keep hearing that Donald Trump was a racist, yet nobody can really find anything racist that he said. He's bad hombres and people coming across the border. They've tried to make that stick, but it's nothing like this. Here's Biden. Merry Christmas.
And talk to you about inequality in schools and race.
We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
I'm like the token black or the token woman. I was the token young person.
They're going to put you all back in chains. I have great relationships with them because there's an awful lot who are driving cabs.
They will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets.
And tried to reassign blame and said that I should apologize to him.
Corey should apologize. He knows better. Come on, man. Give me a break. You know better.
Come on, man, me. He lied to voters, according to the New York Times, quoting aides of Biden's, about having marched in the civil rights movement. I came out of the civil rights movement. I was one of those guys that sat in and marched and all that stuff. But I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else. I happen to think that the one way to ensure that you set the civil rights movement in America further back is to continue to push busing. And I support the effort to curtail the ability of courts to bus. We're going to integrate people so that they all have the same access and they learn to grow up with one another and all the rest. Is a rejection of the whole.
This isn't even half of them. I mean, when he said black kids are just as smart as white kids, I mean, we've got these all on here, don't we?
Yep, there it is. He's all the blues, the cockroaches and the hairy legs.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Better than anybody else. You don't know my state. My state was a slave state. My state is a border state. My state is the 8th largest black population in the country. My state is anything from a northeast liberal state.
Do you remember when he also said that, all the people at 7-Eleven were Indians, and I've got a bunch of Indians working at 7-Eleven, and oh my God, he's such, man, I'm so glad I miss him sometimes. I do. I don't miss what happened to our economy. I miss what happened to our country. Liv, we're not going to hit the 1,000 tonight, and honestly, I don't give a shit. I'm tired. It's been a long week, emotionally draining, and for more reasons than one. I just want to put a bow on this tonight.  'Cause There's a lot of effort that goes into this show. And it's a ton of work. And I don't mind hard work. And you put yourself out here, and there is something so palpable about fighting an enemy face to face. And it's scary. It's thrilling. And it helps define who you are as a person. And you have to overcome fear to fight an enemy. And so you do that. And you face it at school with a bully, or you face it some guy who's roughing up his wife or girlfriend, or the government tells you go fight those people, and you do that, and you overcome those fears. And you're pretty confident that you're able to face and fight anything that's in front of you. You may not win, and all those things could come true. The pain, the hurt, the fear, the loss, the embarrassment, but you're still prepared for it, and you know what to do and when to take it to that level, when a fight becomes no longer a fight for honor, but a fight for your life. And you have that, at least that balance in your life. And you know the rules. And then there's another type that hits your life, and most people never experience it, and that is the immense cowardice and ambiguity that comes with the online world. And I was always that person that said, I never understand why people can't just give autographs. You make millions and millions of dollars for making movies or throwing a puck around or a ball in the net. Why can't you just stop and give your fans an autograph? And I never could understand that, why they wouldn't. And I don't think it's because they have a problem with making people smile. I think there are clear and legitimate dangers out there, and they put themselves in that danger zone whenever they make themselves vulnerable. I can't have people come up to me at the breakfast diner anymore. When people knock at my door, I grab my gun. I immediately check the camera. My kids can't answer the door. My kids have to check the doorbell cameras and check the surrounding areas before they go out to school. My kids constantly ask me, why are there police outside our bus stop all the time? Because they watch my children go to school because of the threats we get. That every time we go to dinner or every time I go anywhere, Olivia will watch me and is watching me watch everyone else. Not enjoying the conversation, not enjoying the meal, not enjoying what we're supposed to be focused on, but saying, is this the day that someone's going to recognize us and decide to go ahead and start something that's going to hurt my family? This isn't a ploy to gain sympathy. It's not a ploy to make people feel sorry for me. I knew what I was getting in, but they didn't necessarily want to get involved into this and didn't know what the repercussions were, and I shield them from it. But if you read some of the depraved shit that I've received in the last 5 years, I will tell you that I have dealt and interrogated and worked across some of the most vile and sadistic human beings on the planet, who will blow up women and children to prove a ideological or a theological point of superiority. And those people, at least, are very easy to understand. Their goal is to destroy anything that they disagree with the utmost prejudice in the name of their God. And then there's people who just want to cause pain to one person who they have decided to focus their ire on. And that fight is unwinnable. Because we live in a society where someone can make threats and someone can send horrible images or decide to find out when your kids' birthdays are and make phone calls to the house and try to say things like, I'm not going to repeat it, but I will tell you that it's not an easy thing to deal with and cope with. So that enemy, that fight, is one that is almost impossible to do, because you're literally waiting to see if somebody is crazy enough to follow through with the sadistic shit that they say. And it's exhausting and it's tiring. And it's probably the one thing that just destroys Tim Pool. And he constantly has to face it. And there's Jack Posobiec and Tucker and Megan and Candace and all of them, they deal with it on a scale 1,000 times worse than anything I've ever experienced. But trust me when I say that the threats are extensive and long. And if you don't believe me, just ask Damani and look at his retards of a month that he puts out and some of the things that they call him. So I'll just say this. I would ask that people try to understand that there is a fight that takes place where you have to defend, but that when a line is crossed, it's not to be crossed again. And you just draw that and say no more. And tonight, my thoughts were to say no more. And I kind of just just relaxed and let myself get into that place of moving on. And when I saw it again, I got mad. I got pissed. Because you can't find that coward. You can't grab that coward. Because if you go and face that person, you go to jail. If you go and call that person out and try to handle it like a man, they're so weak-willed and are incapable of the fight that they will retaliate against you financially or with the law because they're weak and they have never faced the fight. So they use the anonymity of the internet. They use the cloak of the internet to be the person they're not and the person that they can never be to try to bring other people down. And tonight, I just had enough of it. So that's what happened. That's all I wanted to say. You.
Yes.
What do you got?
We got 2 donations.
Okay.
So.
Good. Matt, but yet there are those that cover you and your family for intercession and prayer for protection as well. Right. I understand that, but I'm not, and I'm appreciative of that. Right. So, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because if a guy with a gun comes in my house, it's going to be me who's going to have to stop him. And hopefully God's watching at that point, and I can hope and pray. But my experience is that the only thing that stops someone like that is another person who their level of defense is insurmountable to whatever offense that person brings. And it's something to think about, and it gets tiring. So this week it rubbed a raw nerve. So I apologize to you for being short. That was not my intention. And that I know that that it's not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love you and I appreciate it. And I at least owe you for being very, very short and somewhat grumpy tonight with you. So that's it. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I make up for it in spades every month. So
month.
Yeah,
So
I said every month.
All right.
So thank you, Mel, for the last donation. And then another one just come in. Mr. Hollandaise.
Thanks, Maddie. 1,031. We hit the jacket total. We'll be putting out 2 jackets. Elizabeth, can you do me a favor? Can you call in real quick? And I want to give you that chance to call in when I cut you off on the phone and give me a quick ring. And then we're going to go after we talk to you. Okay. We still got 200 and something on. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
People are staying late. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I figured we would just take care of Elizabeth real quick and get her on the phone because I didn't want to be short with her, and I was. Holy shit, Matt will be kissing all the pink parts tonight.
Oh my God, Debbie, I should have known it was
That's
you.
my line. Do you know how many times I put that on her roses and her mom would read it? It says
kisses on all your pink parts.
Says soft wet kisses on all your pink parts, and I was told.
I'm sorry. Only you, Debbie.
Elizabeth's calling in, I think. Okay. Maybe. Let's find out. Hey.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead. So I cut you off because I wasn't ready.
You had enough, and I understand.
That's what it was. I was in a spot, and I was just like, I'm not going to be able to treat you the way you deserve to be treated because right now I'm pissed off. So I cut you off because it was for you, more than it was me. If that makes any sense, I don't think you know what that means, but just trust me. I don't ever want to make it. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to say anything. I was pissed off. So give it to me. What do you got?
Well, I was pretty pissed off too, and I wanted to stand in unison with you and Olivia because that was not nice. My name was basically used, and I did not appreciate what he did.
Yeah.
that should remain unnamed, because I do not ever want a donation put in my name where they have already mistreated my friends. You guys, I consider you guys friends. I consider you guys family. And I did not appreciate what he did in my name. And I wanted to let you guys know that. And I'm glad that you guys did not accept the donation, because I would not have wanted it to be in my name because of what he did.
I just want you to know, just in case he denies it again, he just sent in another 25. So he's listening, right?
He is listening.
So listen, this guy has to wake up and live with himself. You know, he knows what he did. He knows what he said. He's going to backpedal. This isn't the first time he's been in trouble with the law, and it's not going to be the last. And, you know, the thing is Canada takes this shit seriously. So does the United States. And if you have an open threat against a citizen of this country, you're not getting across the border. So, you know, I am taking this to the fullest extent of the law, and
Good.
and and this isn't the first time I've had to do it. But it is what it is, you know. Matt's OCD on active mode. No, I don't think so. I think that people want to be better than they are. And I think their natural reaction is when they aren't their best version of themselves, they want to not only explain it to the people they care about, but they want to explain it to themselves, and they need to hear it more than once. And I am one of those people that I am hard on myself, and I'm going to beat myself up all weekend over this.
You're blue.
I'm not blue. I'm red.
No. I'm talking about your personality.
No, I'm red.
Oh, you're red?
Yeah, I'm 98 percentile in Myers-Briggs in red.
I'm an INTJ blue.
Oh yeah, I am not, like, I've done Myers-Briggs and I've done every personality profile. I am 100% red. Be brief, be bright, be gone. Like, just tell me what you want to tell me and just get the fuck away from me, right? But I'm also a loyalist. I'm also honorable. I do not deceive. I do not cajole. I do not hide who I am. I tell you who you are, and I expect you to tell me the same thing. But I am red. I am the highest red that was ever worked for Comcast and Apple.
Oh, wow. No wonder, because, blues, I'm a realistic mastermind.
Yep. And you're math orientated and more analytical.
Yes.
Yep. I know the blues. I've had many friends who are blues, and they're good people. I've yellows and greens also. I've had my buddy Yancey was 25, 25, 25, 25. He was the only person in the history of Apple ever to have a 4-quarter personality on Myers-Briggs. He was dead in the middle. Only person that Myers-Briggs even said they had seen.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just the most well-rounded human being, and the only person that makes him worse is his wife. That's when he makes bad decisions.
Of course, you would not think I was an I at all with how many times I've called into the show, but I'm an INTJ.
Yeah, INTJ. So I can't. Oh, hold on. INTJ. I know what this is, and I've just hold on. So
hang on, I gotta put in a donation.
Yeah, go ahead. So architect, the strategist, one of the rarest personality types, is known for being analytical, independent, and future focused. Yep.
Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. She said, "Go for 3 jackets."
God, I love you, Kimmy. Hold on. I'll read you. If you saw my Myers-Briggs personality, it's ridiculous.
I don't think I've ever taken it.
Yeah. They're very...
I don't know what I would be because I don't even know what any of them are.
So I'm looking up. I think I have my old PDF here. Okay. So this is interesting. This is really interesting. So in the red personality category, often used in simplified personality systems, sometimes loosely mapped to Myers-Briggs, red types are driven by power, results, and control. This isn't an official Myers-Briggs term, but how red is commonly defined. They're assertive and decisive, goal-orientated, competitive, comfortable with authority and conflict. Direct, blunt communicators, focused on outcomes over feelings, winning, control of the environment, efficiency and speed, clear hierarchies, measurable results, can be impatient or intimidating, may overlook emotional impact, can seem aggressive or domineering, low tolerance for indecision. I am an ENTJ, the classic commander. but also have ESTJ prominent in executive rule-driven leader, INTJ strategic controlling through systems, and ESTP forceful action and orientated. Yeah, and I'm a 98% red. Be brief, be bright, be gone. That's my mantra, and that's my mantra inside. You know how you get a quote who defines you? That was mine. Be bright, be brief, be bright, be gone. Is that
and mine's just
no, the same one?
Okay, go ahead.
Mine's basically just look into it and just give it to me in the short terms and let me go.
Yeah. So I think personality profiles are extremely important. And listen, I've said it before on the show. I am probably, if not most assuredly, have signs of highly functional autism. And I think a lot of people recognize those signs in me. I know Leroy does, and I know there's been plenty of people who watch the show who recognize that in me. Is that I probably have that. And then if you couple the military and some of the things that I went through there with that, you get me. And I have learned to handle these things, and I've learned to, I think, be a fairly decent human being. But I've got my faults and I've got my shortcomings, and I'm completely aware of them. Just want to let you know that is the second donation from he who may not be named. I'm not going to give him that power. Balls. And now has donated $50, and I have returned his money because I don't want it.
And I don't want it to either. If he puts it in my name, please return it. I do not want it, because even though I cannot afford it right now, I will be a tool in the future. But right now I've been dealing with my broken chair. And of course I've been dealing with my dad who had a fire.
Yeah. Did you get your name in on the list? Did you tell Olivia you want your name on?
Her name is on the list.
We have extra donations.
Yes, we have plenty extra.
Are we way over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll work it out. But I just want to give you a chance to call in, because you've been on the show for 5 years, and we love you and we appreciate you.
Yes, and I'm not hurt by you. I was hurt because somebody is doing what they're doing to my friends. You guys are my close friends, even though we've never met each other in person. It's still the fact that I've been here for 5 years. I've gotten to know you every single night, getting to see you. And of course, I brag about the show all the time. And it just bothers me that somebody is using me to get to you guys. And I do not appreciate that.
Yeah, I think I think we'll go on this, and I think there's, you know what's funny is like, if there would be even a modicum of I don't want to say an apology, because that's certainly not what I'm talking about. But just even just a small scintilla of regret for his initial interaction with people in Wimkin, and the anti-Semitic shit that he was saying, where Olivia and others were just like, dude, this guy's got to stop. Like, it's getting to push people away at this point. And just to be like, you know what, I was having a bad night or whatever, even after hearing the stories and the people we have on the show, and just at least just demonstrating just a modicum of regret, then I probably would have crossed the line and said, you know what, I probably shouldn't have banned you like I did. But I've tried to do that. We've done that. It's not going to work. It just comes down to this. His power over the show ends tonight. He will not be brought up again. He will not be able to donate. Well, no, but it's not just me. The dummies bring him up all the time too. I don't care if he's in chat. I don't care what he says. I don't give a shit. The guy is a liar, and he's a coward too, because he can't even back up what he said. So now he's backpedaling, and everyone's saying he's backpedaling. He is backpedaling, and we know why he is, because he's scared. And he should be. He should be scared. Because terroristic threats are serious, especially in this day and age. So anyway, that's all I got.
If he's ever grown up, if he ever got a chance to go to Germany and experience those camps, even getting to go view those camps, he would understand where I'm also standing, because, Matt, you know I grew up in Germany. I was a military brat.
Yeah.
You know that during the DOD school systems, we had to go look at those camps. We had to go see what they were like. And I can't stand people like him. I cannot stand people that do not understand how the Jewish were treated. And it wasn't just Jews. It was so many
everybody.
others.
Yeah, it was probably their ancestors, and that's what they don't understand. Germans were killed, Poles were killed, Czechs were killed, Russians. I mean, it expanded. Austrians were killed. It was everywhere, and it is what it is. And listen, I appreciate you. I thank you. I want to give you a chance to call in and say sorry for disconnecting with you. And I'm gonna go watch. I'm not gonna watch the opening Olympics because I really don't care. I'll watch the games, but I really don't want to see a bunch of people marching around. I've seen it 100 times. It's the same thing every year. But we want to say thank you to everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow. Mel is having an anniversary. Is that what I saw?
It's sort of a milestone anniversary this month. I don't know what.
Happy anniversary, Mel.
Yeah,
it's pretty cryptic, but either way, thanks, Terry. It's February 15th. I'm just going to assume it's something good. And congratulations.
Thanks for calling, Elizabeth.
All right. Elizabeth, we love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night, everybody.
So wait, we got one more tip.
Oh, okay.
One more. It was J.D. Stillwell.
Okay.
And then, so. Oh, also one more thing.
Okay. Well,
on a bright note.
Thank you, JD.
Yes, thank you. Yesterday was our 1 year anniversary of adopting Ash. So it was her gotcha day. So
she just heard her name and she's rolling down.
We've had her for a year officially. And also there's another podcaster who wants to talk to you on Rumble.
What's his name?
Alabama John. He's also live right now on Rumble.
You can call us. Why not? Just do it.
Yeah.
Give us a call. Give him the number. I mean, listen, we're going to go and we got the weekend. And honestly, there's no hockey tonight. And I'm in the mood to just send it off in a good note, 11:46:40, folks. We will definitely have a jacket, 2 jackets. Yeah, tell them to call.
All right, let's see.
Yeah. Alabama John said he wants. This sounds familiar.
Does he?
Yeah.
Go look him up.
I don't know why. Sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm tired. It's been
a long week.
It's been a lot of shit. Alabama John. Got him. It's got 1.38 thousand followers, 29 subscribers. Live right now. Oh. There's John. John's live.
What does he do?
I don't know.
What does he?
He's got some guns behind him. I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna unmute him.
What kind of?
I don't know what he's doing. Listen to music. I don't know.
Replays.
Got some firearms back there, stuff like that. Well, if he wants to call in, you can give him the number, and we wouldn't mind. Anyway, Ash is a year old. Purple, give him the information. Appreciate it. I see you chatting in his stuff. Well, if he wants to talk to us right now, I'll just hold on a second. I want to find out what it's about. I'm interested. I always like this. So let me see if I can get him on. Call into his show. He's got to have a number. He's got to have a number.
You have to unmute at the top.
Huh?
I said you have to unmute at the top. I don't know what his
Sadly,
what his show is about.
I don't get the joke. I wish I did.
I'm looking for a screen so I can share this.
I was on Just Ashton. What the hell is that? Doggy, what are you doing? I know you already shitting there, dude.
So Purple, by the way, is that the person?
Yes.
See what's going on.
I reckon the dumb show is waiting. What you talking about? Coalfield hillbilly?
Oh, Cole comes on our show. been a while
Yeah,
since
I mean,
Cole's here.
I'm here. I don't know who he is. Wait.
You should say, I heard you wanted to talk to us. Yeah, Cole Fidelity.
Hold on a second. We got to get some crazy action going right now. See what these boys is talking about.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about you, man. So one of your people, I think your mod came in and said that you wanted to talk to us. So here we are.
How's it going, fellers?
What's going on,
What kind of show is this?
It's
the
not,
dumb show.
Yeah.
Sounds sick.
Well, thanks, man. One of your people said that Purple came over into our chat and said that you wanted to talk to us. So we decided to creep your page and see what it was all about.
I thought you were trying to go. We gotta get some crazy action going right now.
We're gonna get feedback loop.
Purple said you wanted to chat. He just be doing that. So technically, we are now chatting.
Well, we're talking about. Oh shit, we're getting echo. One of your people, I think your mom. He's gonna call in. Give him the phone number real quick.
How's it going, fellas?
What's going on?
What kind of show is this?
It's
the dumb show.
I'll mute him down.
Sounds sick.
Yeah, I can't do it. We're gonna get feedback. This doesn't work this way. All right. Well, listen, man. I know you can hear us, but if you're looking to have a conversation, we're always willing, man. But either way, have a great weekend, and appreciate it. Purple says, I don't know what Purple's saying. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna say have a good weekend.
Yeah.
All right, man. Everyone be good. We'll see you guys next time. The real Alabama John says, let's go. Okay, so he's in our chat. Why don't you tell him to call?
Let me see. Call.
This looks like the Disneyland window in the bar that you go into. It's the never-ending mirrors.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
No, is he the guy who was so mean to his dog? No, Shirley, that was
no, that's a different. He's a Hispanic dude.
No,
or something.
He's not Hispanic.
No, he's not.
No, he's not Hispanic. I can't remember his name. He's a douche plow, but he's just a complete twat waffle.
I don't know who that guy is.
I don't either. So if he's gonna call in, I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes, then I'm gonna go because we got to cut. It's been a long night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here he is. Oh, he's from Alabama. Look at that. Alabama John. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, brother?
It's good. My name's Matt. It's my wife, Olivia, man. So one of your people said, hey, Alabama John wants to talk to you. And I said, all right, well, we'll just call him and see what the hell's going on. So what's up, man?
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. He just goes into basically everybody's chat and says the same old thing.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to help us build a community. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
So I don't know. It's not like I told him to go into your chat and,
it's okay.
tell you guys to come. But, however, I've had a lot of great interactions with him doing that.
Well,
not going to lie.
I hope you have another one. So what's your show about, brother?
Alabama John does not want to talk to you.
I'm going to have to cut my TTS off.
That's all right. So
you'll have that.
So what's your show about? What do you do?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The majority of my content is me getting pissed drunk and like listening to music, playing guitar and just talking to chat, fucking around, maybe a little online gambling from time to time. That's the majority of it.
Okay.
But like earlier today, I streamed myself doing a little deer hunting. In the summertime, I do like fishing streams and stuff like that. But the majority is just, me sitting here talking to chat and, just wherever it may go, listening to music most of the time.
Well, that's good, man. How long have you been doing this?
Probably 2 or 3 years. I used to stream on Kick, but I ended up getting banned on Kick. So moved over to Rumble, and things have honestly been going better than they have when I was on Kick.
So how long? Okay, so you've got a pretty big following. A lot of people watch you. 441 people are watching right now. Is that right?
As far as I know, yes. We do all right. Like I said, the Rumble's been going better than it was on Kick. Kick went well. And the reason, I had a pretty easy start into the whole streaming thing. And it's because my upstairs neighbor, who's been like my best friend since I was like 10 years old. He's a pretty big streamer and has met like a lot of the big people.
Yeah.
So I had a pretty easy start. You know, I started with an audience basically.
I see.
Which helped a lot, you know, when you're not starting from nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rumble is not our favorite. We like it. We have a lot of really cool people. It's been very tough to grow. Like we're 371,000 on Facebook, and we just clocked 20,000 on Instagram, and then doing good on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. But we just cannot grow on Rumble. It's always been a challenge. But we broadcast.
Well, Rumble just doesn't have the people like all of the other places that you named. They all have a lot. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. They all have way more people than Rumble does.
Yeah. Well, cool, brother.
But
if you ever want to come on, we have quite a few people from Rumble who spread around, and Dan Nunn comes on the show from time to time. We really like him. But yeah, man, we'd love to have you on sometime. Just talk a little bit about, you know, what you're doing out there. We love Alabama, and you know, we love the South, and we're from Virginia, and we appreciate the meetup, man. It's good to talk to you.
No problem whatsoever. Before I go, what do you guys do on your show normally? Is it kind of like, is it kind of a political show, or just maybe news based?
Yeah, pretty much. So a lot of current events. My wife and I have a studio, so we started off in a small location inside a little office in our house, and it started off on COVID, and one of my benefactors and good friends kind of just said, don't want to be your friend anymore because you guys voted for Trump. And he was the godfather to our kids and just loved their family. And we're like, well, this is bullshit. So I did a video, and it got like 30,000 views. And I said, all right, well, maybe what we'll do is start a little podcast on the side. So we did during COVID, and it just took off, and it grew real fast. So we were in this small, and now this is our new studio. So this was paid for by our listeners. And we had a $20,000 fundraising night, and they all came together, and we built this thing with our own hands, and just continue to talk about politics, talk about current events. And I'm former military. My good friend Leroy, who's on the show, has also worked in intelligence. So we kind of connect the dots and try to help people see the forest through the trees and the bullshit that the media spins, and try to bring a new perspective to them other than CNN and Fox News. So that's kind of what we do.
Okay, well, that's really cool. I have a random question here. Sure. You said that you were in the military. I'd like to thank you for your service. However, I had somebody recently tell me that people in the service don't like it when you thank them for your service. They would rather you just say that that's badass. How do you feel about it?
So it's a really good question.
Good question.
That's a great question. So it's really a good question. It doesn't bother me when people thank me for my service. Usually what I say is thank you for paying your taxes. So that's what I say to them, kind of to break the ice, because without their taxes, we don't get paid. You know, and I get asked a lot. It's the questions that I don't like are the ones that are just people who don't have the couth to understand that some things just go unsaid. Did you kill anybody? You know, did you lose?
Yeah, I could see it where that's very
lose any good friends, or you know, how do you feel about that? So, but no, when people say thank you, one of the things is on Memorial Day when they thank you for my service. I'm like, I'm not dead. My day is Veterans Day, so Memorial Day is for the fallen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not too nitpicky about it. I mean, the fact that we're not getting spit on and be called baby killers like some of the veterans did, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel that. All right. Well, I just have one question for you before we leave the call.
Okay.
You said that you one of the reasons why you got into this is because of Trump and what have you.
Okay.
Now, I voted for Trump.
Okay. I'm
curious to know, how do you feel? I'm assuming you voted for Donald Trump as well?
Yes.
Yes.
And Olivia did too.
Okay. Well, let me ask you guys this. How do you feel? Do you feel like, what's the best way to put this? Are you satisfied with your vote so far this term?
I'll let Olivia answer first, because I feel like I've monopolized.
To an extent. I like the fact that the economy is starting to recover, that inflation is going down, groceries are coming down in price, gas is definitely down. There are some things he ran on that he is not able to do, and I don't think he's going to be able to do, which is drain the swamp. And that is something I would love to see, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. And that is, you know, I mean, when he was running, you wanted to believe it, but you knew it was never going to happen. So it's kind of disappointing on that fact. But other than that, he's definitely doing a much better job than Biden or Kamala Harris would have.
I think that's fair.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Now, I will say this. I'm not as satisfied so far with my vote as I was in his first term. I think I don't know. It seemed like he was doing better in his first term. Did you see this thing like this last week where he was talking about house prices?
Yes.
He basically said that he doesn't want them to come down.
Correct.
And I'm hurt by that a little bit because I'm poor. Now, if I own 10 houses, I would say that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would say, hey, that's really great. My portfolio is not going to tank, you know, obviously, because Donald Trump wants to make sure the house prices stay high.
Yeah.
But as someone who would like to own their own home, that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit.
Yeah. So I think would you mind pulling that?
Yep.
I think you're onto something. I think the problem with Donald Trump is that he is very, very incapable of explaining himself effectively. And he tends to miss some of the most basic things that just a simple explanation would solve. So let me explain why he said that. And I don't like making excuses for the man. So I'm going to try not to do that because he is fallible and I've called him out for a lot of shit. And I'll continue to do that because I think it's disingenuous to sit here and say, well, Trump can do no wrong, because that's bullshit. Everybody makes mistakes. But not just,
I 1,000% agree.
Right.
You got to call them out when they fuck up.
Completely agree. But here's the thing. If you have prices of houses drop, the problem with that from an economic standpoint is that the loans that are on these houses that were given, these inflated prices and the interest rates, if you lower the property values, then those loans become upside down. And then what you have is you have home builders come in and undercut pricing of their homes to get equitable, favorable loans against the ones that are currently outstanding. And then people default. And this is what we saw in 2008 housing crisis.
Yep.
So what Trump is saying is, let's not lower the price of the houses. Let's have people keep their equity, keep their nest egg, keep those, although high interest rate loans, let them refinance, keep the price of the home so it doesn't undercut the market. But let's go ahead and lower interest rates so people can get into some of these homes with a more equitable payment that doesn't necessarily break the bank, but also doesn't devalue people's investments who are going to be retiring, which a shit ton of people are going to be retiring in the next 10 years. So I understand what he's trying to do, because if you devalue home costs, you overall depreciate the values of these homes, and then that's going to impact people. People are going to get out of their homes. People are going to sell their homes, and then you're going to flood the market, and then you're going to see a tank in the housing market, and then those banks are going to default, and we're going to have 2008 all over again.
Yeah, well, I understand that. All right, last one.
Sure.
With the recent enlightenment of the 3 million documents or whatever that come out about the Epstein files, do you think Donald Trump, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, is compromised by Israel?
This is an interesting one. You want me to take this one?
Yeah, that's all you.
It's a hot button topic.
Well, it's a hot button topic for some. It's not a hot button topic on the mainstream. I'm going to, first of all, I want to disclose a few things. One is there's two things. One is that my great-grandmother was a Holocaust survivor and fled Nazi Germany in 1938. I'm a Christian. I'm not a Jew. But by all definition, the lineage on the side is Jewish. But I also have German in me, and Albert Speer, if you do a Google search, will find.
I've heard the name.
Yeah, was also my uncle, great uncle. So I have the Nazis and the Jews on my side. So that doesn't make me empathetic to both one way or the other. It makes me a little more empathetic to the Jews than the Germans. But I've also worked with the IDF, and I've been to Israel and worked in intelligence. So there's been some cross-pollination there. So I have a little different perspective on Israel than most people have. So I want to be transparent about that first, because you need to know where I'm coming from. Second is I don't make 7,000 schmeckles. I don't get paid by the IDF or AI.
You're not getting 7,000 schmeckles for this post right now.
God, I wish I did. If I did, I would be telling you how great the Jews are. But let me just tell you this. Do I feel that Donald Trump is controlled by the Jews? No, I do not. I believe.
You don't think he's compromised in any way?
No. Not a scintilla. No. And there's a few reasons. Is because I know a lot of people who work in the Trump administration, but I don't know Donald Trump personally. And I'm not going to give you this personal bullshit that I know him, but I do know a lot of people who surround themselves with him and have interviewed and called people friends. And those are people in Secret Service. I know the head of security for Air Force One who flies around. And I've seen the way he's treated friends of mine. And I can tell you that I believe that he is America first. But I also think that people don't seem to understand that the Middle East expanding into Europe has happened before throughout history. And when the Middle East, Muslims, in particular Arabs, do not have Jews to kill, they kill each other. And when they don't kill each other, they do expand into Europe. And the thing that we've seen from the massive immigration that has been moved into England and France and Germany is most assuredly in the next 30 years, they will fall. And the amount of Arabs that are inside those countries right now, you're seeing a 10%, 15%, 25% projection where 6 out of 10 politicians and magistrate will be of Muslim birth, Muslim descent. And not that all Muslims are bad and evil, but the point is that we have seen this matriculation before. And ultimately the Middle East, although everyone thinks it's about oil, it's not. It's about shipping lanes. And it's about keeping the Suez, keeping the Persian Gulf, having go down from the Straits of Magellan, and to keep ourselves only focused on the North Atlantic as a threat to the United States right now, and keeping the South Pacific, keeping Australia, keeping Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean non-compromised and out of an expanded Arab state's hands. And the only people who are stopping that from happening are the Jews. They're the only nuclear power in the Middle East, and this makes them a very, very, very strong deterrence from any of that froggy shit taking place. So, go ahead.
I understand that. But you said you knew a lot of people that knew Trump, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Oh, well, that leads me, I can understand that. You got to keep the shipping lanes open because, the world revolves around that shit. I completely understand. However, how do you feel about AIPAC?
Well, AIPAC is as much as I feel about Planned Parenthood, the NRA, the Tobacco Association, the Milk and Dairy and Cheese Political Action Committee. It is not under FARA regulation because it's not a foreign influence. It is U.S. based.
Do you think it should be under FARA? Because I do.
No, because it's all U.S. money and U.S. influence. It's all American citizens who are Jewish. But here's the thing. I think all political action committees should be abolished. I think we should repeal Citizens United. Republicans used it.
1,000% agree.
Yeah, Republicans used it to keep up with big donations that the left had. But now that we have our own with oil, with tobacco, with NRA, who pump money into the Republican Party, and the fact that social media has become the new norm of advertising, which basically is 3 cents on every 12 cents on the dollar for regular TV and radio advertising, the Republicans can keep in the game and are actually out resourcing and fundraising the Democratic Party. So I think you should abolish the political action committees. I think you should take dark money remotely out of all government, and I think you should ban every single special interest group who goes out there to influence our politicians, including AIPAC, but also the Qatarian government, the Saudi Arabian government, South Korea, Japan, Honduras, Chile, Venezuela, at Saudi Arabia, and every other country, because everyone just focuses on the Jews, but they don't focus on the other 132 countries that have their hands in every single politician's pocket. So I like to have a more global perspective rather than just a geographical perspective or a theological one based on somebody's race or their godly beliefs.
Well, I agree with you there 1,000%. And I think they should heavily limit any type of donation you can make to any political figure. There should be a hard limit, no matter whether you're a foreign government or an individual person. They should make it a small amount to where that's the max you can give somebody. You can't give a congressman $2 million to vote on whatever you want to vote on.
Right.
That just seems extremely corrupt to me. And I don't care if it's fucking Israel or just some rich guy in fucking America, for all I give a fuck. That just don't seem right to me.
I agree with you 120%. You probably know Beardson, who came on he came on the show before. He's Nick Fuentes' right hand, and the Groypers troll.
I know about him.
Yeah, I slapped him around pretty hard. But the thing is this, is people ask me all the time, and I'm seeing it in your chat, well, Israel blackmailed the United States. Please explain to me how. And
well, they very well might have, especially with all the Jeffrey Epstein things coming out right now. He obviously worked for Mossad. It's in the emails. And it seems like he did a number on trying to specifically blackmail politicians. Now, whether Donald Trump is involved in that, I can't say. I don't know. And even I don't even know if they would put that out. They would obviously probably fucking redact that shit out of there so we would never know. But I think that a lot of our politicians in general have been compromised by Israel. And you could call it Israel, you could call it Mossad, you could call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I do think there is obvious blackmail, and it's hard to say there's not.
Well, I think it's absolutely hard to say there's not. But once again, pinpointing that to one country is my issue. Somebody in your chat, Vagina Man 69, great name, by the way. I bet there were 68 others. Says, why did JFK die right after investigating Israel nuclear program? Because someone decided to go ahead and put two 7.62 millimeter rounds from a Marlin Carcano rifle through his body. We can sit here and speculate all day whether it was the KKK, the mob, the Russians, the Vietnamese, special interest group, the United States government, and LBJ. My thoughts on John F. Kennedy, it happens to be something that I'm an expert in, and that's one of the areas that I would go ahead and say that I should have a doctorate in. I've spent a lot of time on John F. Kennedy. I get asked who killed Kennedy all the time. And I will tell you that the only people who killed Kennedy that day was the United States Secret Service by their lack of reaction and the decisions that they made up to and including during that day and after that got him killed.
Well, they very well could have been involved.
No, their negligence. Their negligence is what I'm referring to. The Secret Service.
Well, that's what I mean. They could have not done the shit on purpose. You know what I mean? It could be on purpose, though.
Yeah. Kennedy was a threat to a lot of people. Kennedy wanted to expand rights for blacks, for minorities. He wanted to remove himself from Indochina, which wound up being, $337 billion worth of revenue in that war, which was an incredible amount. It ultimately was going to teeter on a recession. He pissed off a lot of people, from Alan Dulles to McNamara, splintered the CIA, went ahead and went after OSS, who they got the Dalai Lama out. They went ahead and overthrew the Ayatollah. Greek and Afghanistan war, funding the Afghanis against the Russians. I mean, the OSS literally took down and dismantled the Germans. And then he fucking pisses those people off. So Kennedy didn't have a lot of friends. He was soft on communism. He brokered dealers with Khrushchev. Behind Robert Kennedy, didn't make any friends. So the list of enemies of Kennedy were long and distinguished. But if you ask me the question who didn't kill him, I'm pretty confident that Lee Harvey Oswald was exactly what he said he was a patsy. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I think we should save it personally. This is a great phone call, and I can tell we could have a great conversation together that would probably last hours.
We should do it. Let's do it.
I liked where this was going. Yeah, well, anytime you guys want to do that, just let me know. The best way for you guys to reach me is probably through my Discord. I don't know if you guys use Discord. A lot of people don't. Or if I'm live, you could just come into my channel and we can set it up then.
Sure. Absolutely. Give me, by the way, my email is matt@thedumbshow or Olivia@thedumbshow without the B, of course. Vagina, we can have that conversation. I'm talking to your guy in chat. I would love to have that conversation.
You're good, brother.
Listen, when you're called out in the Bible for the betrayal of Christ, that's a big stigma to carry around with you. It's a cross that they have to carry around. And there's a lot of reasons why the Jews have animosity. But another area which I consider myself an expert in is Middle Eastern history. So I would love to do those conversations with you guys. I can do it without getting blood boiling and all that other shit. I've heard it all.
Well, good. Maybe you could change my mind on some things, because right now, I'm not going to lie, they're looking a little suspicious on a few things. But hey.
Yeah, I mean listen, I understand. There's a lot of opposition. There's a very large narrative right now. I would just ask yourself to look at 2018. What changed? What changed in 2020? What has changed with the narrative? And I will tell you that you'll see that a lot of the influencers and the social media influencers got off Israel very, very quickly, even before October 7th. And you have to ask yourself the question, why? And there's reasons. I'm not saying
that's the whole conversation in itself.
It is. We'll do it. Reach out to us, man. We'll get you on the show. We'll bring you on. We'd love to have you. Love to have that conversation.
All right.
Yeah. I got one question for you, sir.
Go ahead, dude. Shoot.
This is a staple on our show.
Oh, shit.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
You know, I worked at Domino's for like a year.
Yeah.
Now, I never in my life ordered pineapple on pizza. Now, with that being said, if there was a leftover pizza that somebody didn't come pick up or whatever, which had happened all the time, constantly, and it had pineapple on it, I wouldn't shy away from eating it.
It's not an answer.
It goes good with ham. I'm sorry.
It's not an answer. God damn it. Just yes or no.
He said he would eat the pizza, so he eats pineapple on pizza.
I'm going to say yes.
Oh,
I'm going to say yes.
All right.
I think you could put anything on a pizza.
All right.
That's just me.
That's fair.
Have I ever ordered it in my life? No.
Oh, well,
I've never ordered it.
Then the answer is it's really your personal preference. Pineapple on pizza, if you would never order it, the answer is, sure, you can say everyone should have free choice and free reign. I think anyone who gets pineapple is a fucking fascist. So
you're married to one, then, apparently.
You're a fascist, too. Anyway.
I would never order it, but I'm not going to knock you for doing it. I don't care. You know, it's that's one of the few things where it's like, I've never really cared. You know, I'm not going to beat you up because you like pineapple on pizza. I just don't expect me to order it. You know?
All right. Well, listen.
He's half and half.
I will tell you, 1 foot over the fence, 1 foot over the other. Listen, it's been a great conversation, man. Alabama John, I appreciate you. We hope you come back on soon. We love talking to good people. And thanks, brother. We really appreciate it. We want to hear from you, so please reach out, okay?
Thanks so much.
I got you, man. No problem. You'll be hearing from me. If you guys are ever live when I get offline, I'll probably raid you or whatever, something like that. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
We would love to see you. Thanks, brother. Have a good night.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. I love that.
That was cool. He was an awesome guy.
I love that shit. Like I
great.
love people like that. I'll take people like that all day long, you know, because it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't. If you want to talk about the Jews, let's talk about the Jews. It doesn't.
He had some good questions.
Yeah, always questions
for not being a political podcast in any way, shape, or form. He had great questions, which was awesome.
Yeah, his chat doesn't bother me either. You know, I mean, because it's like you gotta be able to reach other people. I love it. I love that stuff. Go ahead and put this in, and let's get the hell out of here. It's been a crazy night. So here's a perfect example. I don't mean to keep beating a bush, but Paul Rivera donating $26.25. This deserves a little bit more extra entry for someone who wants it. Well done, you two. Thanks, you, Paul. We could use it. We have some people who need some help. That's how you talk about Jews. It's not that I'm overly sensitive. Just ask good questions, right? Don't just say shit just to try to disparage another people. If you want to have a conversation, a true conversation, hey, why was John F. Kennedy killed? Do you think the Jews had something to do with it? Let's have that conversation. Yeah, I understand what happened with their nuclear program. I understand that he didn't want to nuclearize the Middle East. It wasn't just the Jews. He didn't want to have nukes with anywhere. He was soft on communism. He was soft on nuclear warfare. It terrified him. He was scared of it. He was up for 13 days during the Cuban Missile Crisis, not because of a necessity. He couldn't sleep. Kennedy was on borderline narcissistic personality. He was addicted to opioids to a level that he was making horrible decisions. He was in chronic pain. He was soft on communism. He was indecisive with the Bay of Pigs. He was indecisive with the missiles in Turkey, the Minutemens. He was indecisive with Cuba. He was indecisive with Vietnam and Indochina and Laos. He just, you want to talk about that? Great. You want to talk about the USS Liberty? Fine. You want to talk about the World Fed and the banking system? Sure. You want to talk about the NWO? You want to talk about, was it a genocide against Hamas? Sure. But ask those questions. Don't be like, I've already made up my mind and this is it. And it's because they're Jewy Jews and they're dirty. You're just not going to get me. And you're going to piss me off. Very smart guy, very nice guy. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed talking with him. I hope he comes on the show. I'd love to have him on. Folks, we're out. We're going to go. I'm ready
for a weekend.
I'm ready for a weekend. We're ready to leave you guys. We love you. We will have 2 jackets, $1,172.65. We're going to have our drawing on Monday. We'll draw for 2 jackets. We'll see you guys Monday. We got Tonto coming up. We got Jack and Mandy coming up. We have, Jessica Lynch is going to be coming up. Oh, yeah,
I forgot. Jessica Lynch is coming. We just don't have a date yet.
Jessica Lynch, 2003, POW Iraq. You guys remember Jessica Lynch? She's going to be coming on the show. We're going to get her on. Tonto's going to be great. We're going to get T.S. Dixon back here. We're going to get Damani back here. I'm going to
get Damani back on, too.
We got Paul Carafortes coming.
Mm-hmm.
Carafortes? No, I don't know what it is. He's coming in. I like him.
Carafarts. There we go.
Carafarts. And we appreciate every guy. We'll say goodnight to Hayden and Ethan. And thanks for understanding. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Monday. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct.
Hold on. Bubba has been trying to get a hold of me for a couple. And Bubba says, check my messages. Okay, so Bubba has a direct relationship, I guess, with Jessica Lynch and was one of the people responsible, along with others, who helped save her. Bubba, we'll have to get you on to talk about this. And I read your message last night, but it's been an extremely difficult, crazy couple nights. I appreciate you, and I would love to talk about it. But let me have the weekend and then get Jessica booked, and then you and I will. Maybe we can get you two to meet up and talk and come on live or something. But I did read my messages. That guy's name was Alabama John over on Rumble. And then somebody else reached out to us, wants to come on. What does it say?
His name is Frank, and he runs a show on Rumble dealing with social media addiction and what it has on the brain and stuff. He sent me an email.
Tell him yes. Tell him, yeah, we'd love to have him on.
Yeah. So I got an email.
But right now my brain is fucking fried and I gotta go.
Yeah.
So Bubba, I got your phone number. We'll talk. We'll figure this out. Alabama John, John. And trust me, he's not gonna be the last time. We're gonna talk to this guy again.
Great.
I liked him.
Yep.
And Vagina, we'll talk. There's a lot of people who have too much influence in America, not just the Jews. Can we just broaden our why is it always the Jews? It's like the Jews make up literally less than 0.6 of the entire Earth's population. Financially, they're ranked not even in the top 25 of the richest countries in the world. Their defense system is not even ranked in the top 7. The money that they put into the United States is a scintilla of what Qatar puts in, Saudi Arabia puts in, Japan puts in, Egypt, UAE, Saudi, Kuwait. There is way too much money from Muslim countries coming into the United States right now. And that's been going on since the Bush era. So do the Jews have a lot of influence in the United States? Yes, because there's a lot of Jews in powerful positions in the United States. And I'm not saying that. But do they own the United States? No. and it's a ridiculous notion because there's too many things that I can tell you that Jews don't have control over, but that's not tonight, and I gotta fucking go. So I need to go get some Vagina Man 69, you know what I mean? I gotta get out of here. Bye, guys. Love you.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.